Corp begins to walk out, and over here, I'm gonna drag everyone over here. He kind of looks. Hey, who are you? The man stops. Huh. Well, it seems I've been discovered. He steps back a bit. He pulls out a lighter. So it seems you're a Stan user too, aren't you? I was granted this stand by JamiroCorp. Wash. It's a lighter, and when I click it, I can cause... He clicks the lighter. Suddenly, a flame erupts. Everyone around you sees it. A gigantic flame, much bigger than any lighter should have allowed, erupts around him, the oil inside of it bursting. It goes on him. He starts lighting on fire, and he starts screaming, twirling around, crashing into everything. What? I don't understand! It was supposed to be a stand! And around him, a fire begins to form. A really grand fire. One that is unlike anything you've seen before. It simply grows with an extreme intensity, almost burning into these bushes quicker than you would expect anything else to. The man himself is completely incinerated in just a few moments as a fire begins to spread, circuits on the door breaking in front of the elevator slightly, fire spreading all around. Everyone's attention is drawn for a second. Mina, you go to stand up for that moment, and looking severe. Hang on just one moment, though. Mina?
Yes?
When you stand up and turn, you feel something tugging at your feet.
Huh?
You look down. It's a hand. Green and purplish in glove. It's simply coming out of the ground. As you look up, your nose is bleeding. What? You rub at your nose a bit. And suddenly, your leg, it feels hard, tough, solid. You stumble back, pulling back, your instincts taking over. You saw this, but only when it was contacting you. The moment that you fall down, the hand simply disappears. Your leg is floating in the air.
What?
Down. Your leg is detached from your body. Your left leg taken off. And in an instant, it explodes outwards. Shrapnel. Obsidian shards flying outward. Miss Graceland seems falling back in her chair. Her legs absolutely torn to shreds by this as well. An individual floats out. It seems to emerge. A golden mask. A head of opals. And a body. Half translucent. Green. Covered in buttons. And a form unlike anything else you've seen before. And in a moment, it seems to spark outwards. And, Kaguya?
Yes?
Mina's gonna go unconscious in this moment.
Oh, of course.
Because I need room to invite someone else to the call. Suddenly, emerging outwards from the ground, an individual. No. People can't see it, but you turn around, Presley. Holding on to Hound Dog in your hands, you see a stand forming. It simply floats, its legs in the air, its arms pointed downwards. It releases a single sentence as it floats out of the ground, staring at you. Its body emerging.
Is it that big?
No, this is just
Okay.
a CG.
Just so we can see it.
Mina falls unconscious. Miss Graceland seems confused. Unable to hear, confused, she pulls back a bit. The figure then turns a bit, looking around, inspecting the area. It sees a bloodstain on the floor. It simply turns down, taps it, the blood hardening and cracking and breaking.
Rain
Its
immediately responds to this. She dives forward, slams her hands together, trying to build a charge, tries to heal Miss Graceland. Nope, nothing.
Miss Graceland looks around, kind of looking up. Rain! She tries to look at you for some kind of response.
Rain's looking around for anything. She can see nothing. She can
Just
do
get her
nothing
out of
in this
here.
Situation.
Johan bounds the corner, running forward.
All right, now everyone
What
roll
the hell
initiative.
happened?
Yep.
Oh, that macro isn't.
You don't get a speed modifier if your stand's integrated, right? Or is it
You
is
do.
worn?
You do.
Ah. Okay. Yeah. I guess I should change my name to Share now.
Yes.
Ooh.
That's,
Ooh, that's exciting.
Deviano sure isn't here.
Yeah, Deviano's gone. Can we all just pay respects to the cleaner? Look at him. He's doing his best.
He did his
Press
best.
F in the chats.
Press F in the chat to pay respects for the cleaner.
All right.
I was muted the entire time. Cool.
Go, guys. I believe in you all.
I need to get our boy Johan on here now. What was it? Yeah, Tan.
Also, chicken. No, Christian. Sorry. Yes, chicken. Check your DMs real quick. It's important.
Say again.
I said check your DMs real quick. It's important. Don't worry though. I won't make you do this right away, but I will give you the moment where you should do it.
Okay. Let me just.
I can't believe we are being DM'd by a chicken. My whole world just fell apart right now.
All right, then that means we go first. I guess Chuckle would go first, but I think I have to get something for him real quick.
That's sweet 15.
Yeah. Let me. Put Cher on here at a 10.
Oh boy. I'm sure ready to get just kicked around.
So that's everyone. So that means I just need to grab a Chuckle now, which is easy. I'm just going to do something real quick with that. All right, J-Man,
Yo,
delete your old pog.
you got it.
Oh
Chuckle.
boy.
This is some fucking fast work, I swear to Christ. Good
Yeah.
job, Steve.
Chuckle, turning around, seeing all the
There you go,
stuff.
here's your pog. In front of the X-Cleaner.
Chuckle turning around, seeing the fire and such, and all the destruction.
That's the scarf.
Well, this is a good point, better point than any to get started. He takes superhero's handkerchief and ties it around his neck, and he gets fucking going.
All right, now first off, let me just roll initiative for our new boy, and then combat will start. All right, so let me get this stands initiative. So I'm gonna roll this secretly because secret initiatives and all that jazz.
Spicy.
Okay. Ouch. Alrighty, that case, first off is Chuckle. Combat has officially begun.
You mentioned Presley's mom and Mina are injured right now, right?
Yes, Mina's lost a leg and is unconscious, and Presley's mom is freaking out with shrapnel in her legs right now.
Okay. Chuckle is going to summon Starboy right fucking behind him. And he is going to use that to right in between them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to bap them right over there. So which one of them's in worse shape right now?
Probably Mina.
Alright,
She's losing blood and is unconscious.
missing a leg, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chuckle's going to run over to her and try to replace her leg with a crystal one.
A crystal peg at least. Roll a durability for that one then, and Mina.
Haha, perfect!
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, damn. Okay. Let me just roll her body attempting to reject this.
He's going to be extra fucking particular here in trying to fucking do all the veins and bullshit as well, so that's gonna make it particularly hard. I'm willing to roll. Actually, I can't because this bastard's bizarre field.
Yes. So at the very least, you can't give her a leg, but you at least seal the wound with your crystals.
Yeah.
And that's your turn. Next up, it's Johan.
Johan is going to run over to Miss Presley's mom and try to
Presley's mom.
conduct Hamon healing into her leg while summoning Ocean Man. Christian, I do not have Ocean Man's new plug on hand.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can fetch that for you then. I need to get the new one. You notice it shimmers, shifting. It seems to move slightly. Moving closer to Mina.
Hey, you back the hell off, you fucking fish freak.
You have made a mess in my home.
What?
You have defied King Diamond.
Oh boy, I'm actually glad. I got a little nervous there when you said king for a second.
Alright, here's the guy.
I erased the time I said diamond.
King Crimson?
King Crimson Noryoku! Alright, Ocean Man's out. Continue your thing.
Ocean Man is just going to run interference. He's going to... I cannot move Ocean Man. You've taken his legs from me. Like father, like son.
Please never address Ocean as your son ever again.
I don't have a
Thank
choice. I didn't make the rules. I just live by them. Christian?
Yes, okay. What were you doing? Sorry,
I am going to... I'm healing Presley's mom.
Mm-hmm. Alright, that's your... Yeah,
Keep
do
her
that.
stable. And I'm going to have Ocean Man just kind of perch on this lawn chair.
Okay, Cher's turn. Something happens. It seems to move again. It seems fast.
Twerp, honey, get with the fancy robot.
Twerp kind of moves past. He seems kind of dizzy. You fucking stand there for a moment. Just. Oh god, this is gonna suck. You also feel a little ringing in your ears. And actually, now that you mention it, Johan, you felt a little strange too. Your skin, it feels like it's just crawling with bugs all over its body. Your skin is prickling in every direction. Cher, it is your turn though.
Alright, I got this. You focus on fighting, I can heal Miss Graceland.
As you do that, a villainous action seems to go off suddenly.
Oh. Oh no.
And with that, Chuckle, this thing, its speed is... It's weird. It seems to move slow, but at a moment's notice it can go fast. So fast that it actually is attacking you right now?
You
How do you
bully and you tease the girl. Why? And then I swipe my claws at it.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm gonna do this. How do you want to counteract the claws?
As of right now, Starboy's out, and that shit ain't gonna work, so, it's just durability, this shit.
Oh, you use durability?
Yep.
Alright, make a roll. Alright, you hold up. Starboy moves in, blocking with its arm. And then, King Diamond's claws impact. You block them. They barely make purchase against you. However, that doesn't seem to... I want you to make me roll on a critical injury table, Chuckle.
Okay. What's that again?
That's 2d6.
2d6s.
Alright. Any modifiers?
No modifiers, just straight 2d6.
This stand is dangerous, holy shit.
Yeah, so actually in that moment, luckily, you pull yourself back as the claws scrape against. The part on your arms that were linked to the point of that stand ability, the point where Starboy deflected these claws, you feel your skin hardening, turning to almost like a rock, and then hardening more. It simply detaches from your skin, falling to the ground and then explodes into shrapnel charges. Your skin is now bleeding from the parts of your arm which no longer cease to be there. You are now no longer, or you're taking 2 damage every turn now.
Alright. If at all possible, could I roll a brains check to see if this is weirdly familiar to a certain Stan from Chuckle's backstory?
You can on your turn.
Cool.
So it's back to Cher.
Oh.
I mean, we have Clarice and Presley still.
I
that
thought
was
Cher
just-
already did stuff.
That was
I-
all just the villainous action? Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Yes.
Oh god.
I mean, Cher's going to try and, get up and help Miss Graceland if I can.
I think we need to get her as far away from here as possible.
I can do that. Just fight the thing. I can't fight well.
Alright, we'll cover you. Rain?
Yeah, I'm gonna go... If this thing has a user somewhere, should I hunt it down? I'm useless right now.
You can't use spin.
Nope, not as I am. Like I said, any sort of deviation in my body, that goes away. I've got nothing.
Can you... Well, maybe we should have had that talk. Just, yeah, find whatever you can. This thing, I get the feeling this thing's range has gotta be pretty substantial. It's not fast, but goddamn, its range of effect must be pretty large.
Is that, I guess that's technically the end of Cher's turn, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, Cher's going to scoop up Miss Graceland as best she can and then try and run off.
Okay, sure. You can move.
We also gotta change it. I noticed we've been saying Miss Graceland all along, as if we just assumed she was, a widow. Because,
Yeah, no, Mrs. Graceland.
It's Mrs. Graceland. Yeah, no, we gotta be clear about that. We were just assuming,
Yeah.
Confirm.
You can't hang her off. That's how far you can get. Alright, mysterious Stan King Diamond's turn.
You invade my home. You bully her, the poor girl. She's tired. And yet, you bleed on my floor. You stomp it with your bile. I swipe again with my claws.
Alright, how will you interact with it this time, Chuckle?
Chuckle is going to try to warp him away.
Alright, how far can you do that?
The range on this stand is not great, but... Wait, no, actually, this stand technically has a C range, just that we took that one flaw specifically for the stand.
Yeah.
So it'd be somewhere around this area, I suppose.
I zoomed out, ping it again.
Brr.
Oh wow, I can't see that ping at all.
Grass behind Chuckle.
Oh, okay, sure. So, make a precision roll with your stand, and then
Alright.
versus King Diamond's speed.
Ha! Ah!
Oh. You move forward. Starboy attempts to reach out to teleport King Diamond. However, you notice this thing. It is incredibly fast, as I've said before. It moves in, holding at you, and attempts to grab a portion of your arm again, where the blood is starting to form on it. Make me another critical injury roll.
Oh, shit! Ha!
Oh, hey, that's great. This time you basically just pull on your own skin, Starboy ripping some of it off and giving it. It seems to grasp the skin covered in blood, turning it to shrapnel, crumbling it. The skin seems to burst, the shrapnel falling to the ground, shredding the lawn chair. Rain, it's your turn.
Okay, Rain is going to look around for the stand user. She's gonna start sprinting in this direction.
Wait. Clear, Presley. Rain. Do you have anything on you?
She picks up the rusty sword.
Johan holds up his cutlass.
Yeah,
You gonna be good?
should be fine, thanks. She grabs it and takes off, and I'm going to DM you something, Christian.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Is that it? All right, Presley, your turn.
Okay, Rain, this is a big area that Rain is going to need help with finding. So, Presley is not very fast. So she's going to summon Heartbreak Hotel. And Heartbreak Hotel is going to dive into the pool, which is something like a big box full of water. And she's going to use that new ability where she can pull things out of Heartbreak Hotel, and she's going to pull out as many members of the audience as possible.
Ah, I see.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. Oh god, I hope the audience is actually something I can... No, they're on the layer, I can't pull them out from that.
Well,
But I can't just pull out same colored Heartbreak Hotel and we'll just have to
that's
pretend.
fine.
Alright. It stands there. Shimmering. Its attacks not ceasing at all. As you start to summon, you notice this thing moving again. Let me just summon out Heartbreak Hotel, and I'll start putting out a few smaller ones. While that's happening, you know what time it is?
What?
It's time for a villainous action to activate.
Ooh.
Oh shit. Do I have to roll on the critical ruins table again?
Well, it depends. It's going to come at you again.
I'm gonna strangle that star boy.
All right.
Ah.
Okay, so that's how do you respond this time?
Do you bump into that chair by any chance?
I thought it got shredded.
Oh, this one
Yeah,
right
they
here?
got shredded.
The one I was perched on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So actually, you fell off. Anyways.
Okay. So, if he's grabbing at Starboy, then fine. Starboy fucking crystallizes it, makes a crystalline thing around itself and it, binding them together so it can fucking punch it.
All right. Well, give me a power roll against King Diamond here. How does King Diamond resist this? Here, let me actually. All right. So, King Diamond, how does it reply?
I guess I would resist with power. I don't know. Power.
I suppose you could do power. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me do a little roll here. King Diamond holds itself up, attempting to resist with power in some way. The crystals between you momentarily blocking you from its path, allowing you to punch in as it tries to grab at you.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just... Roll20's lagging out for me a little bit. I think Steam's open for some reason. I'm going to close that down. There we go. Oh, hey, yeah. So you start punching with your crystals, moving in. You manage to get a punch on King Diamond, and you notice the crystals on your hand are starting to harden more. Starboy retreats backwards, breaking away from its crystals, kicks the ground, puts up a crystal shield formed with the sand as the shards of crystal that were attached to King Diamond explode, spreading across the shield itself. Presley, you can finish your turn now.
Time to go a-looking. Everybody disperse.
All right, all of the stands disperse around, looking around the area for a stand user.
Swinging microphones.
Like maces.
All right, that means that at this point, a full round of combat would go by. Chuckle, it's your turn again. Everyone else is kind of freaking out now and moving, except everyone seems to be feeling a little weird. In fact, you all feel a little strange too. I'm gonna say this real now, okay? Chuckle, you've got a bloody nose.
Mm-hmm.
Johan, you still have this weird sensation that bugs are crawling across your body. Cher, you still got that ringing in your ears. And Rain, you feel fine. Presley, you start to feel extremely fatigued. Your muscles are beginning to just... moving at all just feels like an incredible pain on your body. And the fire continues to spread. Chuckle, your turn.
Alright. Chuckle's going to eternally monologue, try to figure some shit about this right here.
Yeah.
That's the brains roll again, right?
Yeah.
Alright. What ho! But,
Oh.
Chuckle's thinking to himself, it appears to harden, but it can also move faster than it actually seems. Chuckle thinks back. Is this stand similar to anything you've seen in the past?
It is not. So as a note, you did pass that brains roll. You can discover one thing, however. You are shaken, so the next attack made against you is going to hit automatically. However, because you passed that brains roll, what that means is that you can reveal one thing. Would you like to reveal a stat, or would you like to reveal its villainous action?
Let's reveal its villainous action.
Okay, it's villainous action. Every real-life minute, King Diamond will move a single square. If that would bring it into contact with any person, it will be allowed to attack them.
Well,
this, however,
motherfucker.
only gives it one attack per another person's turn, meaning the timer will stop until the next person's turn appears.
Some metagaming bullshit right here.
In other words, what that translates to this thing seems to flicker. It moves, its intense speed, hunting down something, going at speeds that, well, you can probably guess this thing is the highest speed a stand could have, too. Regardless, that minute has passed. And now, another attack and comes to Starboy. Roll me a critical injury roll real quick.
You got it! How long till I die?
I'm
That's
so
fine.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
We knew it was...
Oh, God! Okay, so...
That's a bad one if I remember correctly.
Yeah, roll me a 1d6.
Oh shit, man!
Oh. So
what limb do I lose, Christian?
well, left leg, let's see what happens.
Haha!
Oh, woo! I believe in you. I know you can get out of this. Oh, okay. Let's not do... A toe from your foot is broken off or sliced off. The character takes 2 damage per turn until the bleeding is stopped. For every toe you cut off your foot, you lower your movement by 2 meters. Okay, so I know what happens here.
How many toes did he cut off?
Well, let's see. Roll me a 1d5.
Oh shit!
Chuckle.
Hot damn!
You feel King Diamond slamming its foot down on Starboy's foot. Toes of yours crack and then brittler and explode outward. Your left leg is covered in shrapnel as blood starts pouring outwards. Now you're taking 4 damage every turn, so take 4 damage.
You got it.
Also, if you want to use the rest of your turn to move away, you can.
No!
Okay.
Total seeing that his fucking foot's broken and shit, it's like... Okay. I see he can obviously make things as hard as a diamond. Breaks it.
Crystal
He
versus
fucking-
Jam.
Does he fucking harden time?
Harden time?
Yeah.
Incorrect. It is not harden time. Forgot to give it its bizarre field, but it's at 2 bizarre field right now. I didn't need to tell you that, actually. Whoops. Oh well.
I mean, we would have known by seeing it.
Yeah.
The new... Yeah.
If the particle effect was on screen.
Sabotaging me like this.
Alright, well, if that's it, Chuckle, it'll end your turn, and the minute timer will begin again on your turn, Johan.
Alright, Johan is going to look at this stand. Is its application of its power similar to Ocean Man?
How so?
Does it need to make physical contact with an entity in order to apply its ability?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say there's a lot of blood here.
Yes.
Pools of it?
Yes.
Alright. Johan is going to take a step back, kind of nudge Hound Dog. It's like, go on, get out of here. Shoot. Go. Because
Hound Dog certainly listens.
And Johan is going to thrust his fist forward. You hear a click sound as Johan says, "Stress, deploy!" And he's going to fire Stress into the pool of blood. The shark will jump from pool to pool, aiming for King Diamond's head.
Okay. Keep in mind, you need to say the name of people it won't attack. But if it's a small period...
Not for a quick deploy.
That's true. We can have one thing. So it quickly deploys outward. A small little shark thing coming outwards. Oof. Okay.
Motherfucker!
Well, you do get that
King
one
Diamond
attack on
is
it.
looming around you right now.
Yeah, you do get that one attack on it, though. So as a quick deploy, I won't even drop the pog. Make stress attack roll.
Is this because I was being a kind of a dick when we played Dungeon Thing that one time?
Wasn't aiming for you.
All right, roll me Stress's attack. King Diamond, you click
what
to
the
attention. That wasn't right.
Come
There
on.
were no parentheses. You click to attention, noticing the another opponent coming as you're about to reach out to Starboy again. You turn.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, good. Let me roll it. How do you want to counter this? Power? Power to power?
Yeah.
All right. You turn and raise up your arm and attempt to counter this thing with your own power. I will clicky click.
Jetpack shark.
Turbine chart.
Oh god, roll 20's rolling bad. Oof. Okay. Let me just go quick. Okay. You go out
to help those
Stress
miss.
attempts to shut up. It already reached its minute before that, but this is happening first. Stress jumps outwards and claws onto the mask, cracking it slightly as it just pulls downward, pulling through, bringing King Diamond a bit to the ground a bit.
King Crimson.
What's that you said?
It pulls up slightly, and then Stress falls into the floor. The quick deploy ending. King Diamond's face seems to crack slightly. All right. So you move in real quick, and Stress going down. This thing seems to be on its last breath for a bit. Its mask seems to crack slightly, and a great rage begins to emanate around its form as it stares you directly, Johan. Its mask cracking off, revealing a sinister face underneath.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hello there.
You and your children's toys. You are not allowed to play here. You will be destroyed.
Zooming with intense speed, King Diamond shoots across, running straight
That
past you.
activates my secret action.
Let's see what it does.
The second Stress made contact with King Diamond, it applied a hormone-infused charge to its entire being. You are frozen in ice.
Oh, okay. So, it slides a bit and then it stops right there. Make a roll though for that.
Alright.
Make a Ocean Man's Precision roll pure, no modifiers.
おしゃめの能力が
If it's a Hamon attack.
No, it'd be Ocean Man's Precision because it's one of his charges.
God damn.
Oh, that's pretty good. Damn. And I'll get that going in just a second. Alright. You stop it. It freezes right there. You begin to see something, though. The ice seems to change and glimmer in this strange way. Around King Diamond's body, it seems to begin to change slightly. You're both clashing. Roll me again.
God damn it. Hold on. I don't have to take out those parentheses.
Okay, let's see what happens. This little bit of a lag from Roll20 here, but alright, getting the roll now. As you begin to freeze it, the ice forms around. And then the ice begins to... around King Diamond, it solidifies. This object, this thing you made solid, it was already halfway to the point where it would burst outwards. It would explode. King Diamond simply hardens it around it, and suddenly the ice breaks, shatters, bursts around into shards. Like miniature bullets, it flies outwards, slamming into you, slamming into your stand. Amplified by both attacks, you will take 12 damage.
Okay.
As you and the stand are knocked back slightly. That's your turn. And then it's let me roll something on that, but it'll be Cher's next.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so whatever you want to do, Cher. You want a monologue action? Oh wait, I think.
What?
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah. What did Johan just get hit in? Like, what body part?
General chest, I believe.
Oh, never mind. Can't do
Yeah.
anything for you.
As Christian wants to like.
Yeah, it was general chest. It was all over the body, kind of.
Yeah, okay. Can't do anything. Cher is going to stick Miss Graceland's leg into her fanny pack, and when it comes out, it's back intact.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she puts her feet on the ground and stands up again. Is that a stand? That's...
Yeah, you get to safety.
Johan, by the way, your headache seems to get worse. For some reason, you try to stand up again, but your legs, they won't function.
What did you do to my legs? Leave them alone.
Your legs simply seem to stop moving. You're paralyzed below the waist. And King Diamond moves closer. Yeah, so it's... Cher, if you want to do anything else, you can. I think you have a secondary action still.
Yeah, can I monologue?
Yes!
That stand is powerful. It's able to do a lot of things, but stands can't do more than one ability, can they? Is this stand the one making my ears ring?
No, it's not. I take away... So that, technically, you discovered something about the way this works, so... I think that would drop King Diamond's Bizarre Field, actually, in this case. So, let me just do that real quick. I'll describe what happens. King Diamond, suddenly, it moves. It approaches. No, it can't be. Whatever's happening to you right now, it's not... Oh, speaking of that, something is happening to you right now. You're getting you feel something rising in your throat. It's bile. You lean over and puke onto the floor, grasping at the ground slightly for a moment, and then getting up, you brush the vomit from your mouth, and then look ahead. This stand is not doing this to you. This stand, it hardens things. That is what its ability does. And it is simply hardening things to the point where they become too brittle and explode outwards. That is its primary means of attack. It seems to be hunting down... It turns in your direction. It starts to move past Johan. You look at it. You just vomited. It's hunting up filth. Exactly. Filth. It's hunting after horrible sickness on the floor. Bloody noses. Trash. Yes, that's it. It's hunting after garbage, trash, filth, disease on the floor.
That's why I killed the janitor.
It seems to approach now. It reaches down, touching your vomit. That vomit seems to harden now, and it explodes outward like a grenade. I'm gonna roll a 2d6 for blood grenade.
You mean vomit grenade?
Vomit grenade. So Johan, Graceland, and Cher have to do something here.
Johan is going to, in a split second, roll into the pool.
Ooh!
Oh, what a lad.
Are you gonna take that hit then?
I'm rolling to the right.
Oh, the pool of vomit, the pool. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no,
No, I'm not. No, not that. Wrong pool.
All right. Oh, I don't know why my mind thought to that first, but anyways, yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, I know why. Yeah, you fall into the pool now. Make me a swimming check because you don't have legs active right now.
But I do have. What do I have here? I have sea legs.
That's true.
Great.
You do have sea legs, but your real legs are paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
You do get to add that trait though.
What do I roll?
You can roll 1d6 plus your bronze plus the trait. You're going to be fighting drowning.
6 plus 4 plus 2.
This is drowning. Oof. Drowning's pretty tough.
Can I pop a bizarre point to reroll?
Yes, you can.
Alright, I'll do that.
Well, you take 5 damage as you start to go under. I'm gonna say it is. This is. Okay, that means yeah. Cher, what do you want to do?
Sorry, go ahead.
Christian, I still can't control Ocean Man.
Oh, that's fine. I'll give that to you now.
Cher is going to slide the now, like, use all of her to push the now healed Miss Graceland from here. And just tank the damage.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you're taking all of that damage then, all 11 damage, as Miss Graceland steps back.
Yeah.
She holds on to Presley, seeing how, like, injured and just generally ill Presley is, and drags her, helps her up, and tries to drag her away.
Well, I pushed them. I pushed Miss Graceland into the pool, so if she grabbed Presley, they'd both fall in the pool.
Yeah, that's fair. She grabs on the way down, both of them going into the pool. As soon as Johan touches water, he grabs, leave it. Yeah. All right, so that's the end of your turn. You take that 11 damage. King Diamond.
Woo! Wow, I got so many wacky options. Oh, that's not even fair. So, Johan's just drowning?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Well, time for that boy to get his sea legs.
I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna harden the water around him.
Oh! All right. Make a power roll.
How do I do
Can I
that?
contest that?
How would you contest that? Is what I want to know.
Well,
If
he
not,
has
the
to-
water will try to contest that naturally. But yeah.
He has to touch the water, right?
Yes.
Well, Ocean Man's in the water with me.
Mm-hmm.
Can I, like, grab him?
Chlorine.
You want to grab him?
Yeah, I'll grab him.
Okay. Sure, you can grab him.
Actually, let's see. I'm just gonna apply a charge to the surface of the water.
Water on water sounds fine, bud. All right. Let's look right here. I'm gonna roll King Diamond's power roll against the water, and you contest with your charge. Okay. Does the charge essentially act like a buoy, pushing back and taking the attack?
Yes.
All right. The charge spreads outward, making a shield of different kind of water on top of the water, meaning that the whole surface of your charge is blown up, turning to the shards that then pierce into the water, but you deeper. Although you are drowning, you are like a soldier in the water, taking bullet wounds from above. The bullets begin lowering in their velocity as they go down. Some hit you, but honestly, it doesn't hurt as much. You simply try to move up, paddling rapidly. You feel you bump into someone as you go back. A stand holding you. It drags you up to the surface, so at least you can float.
Whew,
Never-
Thank you.
All right, that's King's Diamond's turn. It's Rain's turn.
Okay, Rain, running over here, jumping over this wall, taking a look over here.
No stand user.
No stand user over here. That's as far as I can make it.
Please ping Rain.
Yeah, we don't know where she is.
Doesn't Rain have like heat sensors and stuff like that?
She does. It's completely scrambled by the hot springs.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about that, and I wish I didn't lure that as a joke earlier on. But,
Joke lore is coming back to haunt
joke
you.
lore's fucking me up. What about that DM?
DM, let me see again. Yes, the DM. You sent me that. It was. I'm sorry. I'm going against the timer.
Oh yeah, I'm over the wall over here. If I don't see a stand user, I'll like just run around the corner on the next turn.
Okay, yeah, you can do that then.
Okay. I'm cool with passing the turn. I can just DM you the thing again.
All right, yeah, gotcha. And you didn't see any, by the way.
Stand users?
Stand users, nor did you see any of the other stuff you're looking for.
Okay.
King Diamond moves closer. Anyways, Presley, your turn.
Okay, so that lighter and the fact that it's filth-seeking missile sure makes it sound like an automatic stand, so Presley's going to assume that there is no stand user in this building. And she's going to direct all of the Heartbreak Hotel clones to suck in a bunch of the water and start spewing chlorine all over the place to clean up all the filth.
Oh, goodness.
They have a speed of A, so how much can they cover?
They roll me that then, 3d6. Do you want to have this one pull back on Johan?
And yeah.
Sorry, I cut out.
It can move back here.
That's 3d6, just 3d6?
Yes, 3d6. Alright, so 3d6. Let me roll in return. Fire is raging.
And part of that is to put out that fire, which is causing filth.
Oh, so you start spewing the water, and you kind of clean up some of the bottom, spreading it around and making it a little weaker. The fire, however, is raging a lot harder than a fire. It's strange. The fire just seems to push back naturally. Like, it goes off really easily, but then it instantly sparks up again in another location. And with that, the initiative... Well, I'm going to move some of the NPCs around now, as the fire continues to spread. One of the Heartbreaks hotels is in the fire and is starting to burn, so it dissipates. But Superheroes looks around. Enemy stand user! It tumbles over this wall and falls over here and starts punching the ground. Meanwhile, another interesting is Technology looks around and enemy. It just repeats that over and over again. A strange glitching occurring on its body. Around up here, the Electric Six are moving. Some of them are paralyzed as well, falling over. Some have vomited. The leader, Billy, is trying to crawl across the ground as his legs have been taken by just whatever is going on here. He's trying to find Mina. She is confused, looking around. Doesn't know why everyone's like this. It attempts to make a crutch for the illed Billy as he starts to move a bit. Meanwhile, over here, Von Halen is fine, and he's like, "What the hell's going on?" Everyone is generally confused, and Twerp is just cowering in the corner, holding on to Hound Dog with his life. Magic King Diamond moves again. And, now
I already moved this turn.
Oh, no. The villainous action specifically. You can keep moving. You only don't get it anymore until you attack someone. So every minute you do move.
Okay.
But once you attack, you stop moving. Anyways, Chuckle's turn.
Okay. Chuckle, noticing that even the androids with the CIs are being affected, immediately assumes that this is something that is affecting the human brain. And not Von Halen, because he's too dumb.
That is partially correct. However, the stand itself is not harming the human brain. And that is only a part of what is going on here. It is a situational that some people's brains are being affected. So because you're only partially kind of middling there, you don't get any kind of negative, and but you also don't drop the bizarre field of the mysterious second stand. Anything else you want to do?
Okay, yeah. Chuggle is immediately going to swap to Starman real quick. So.
Right. Oh, I forgot. Start of your turn. Let me just roll something. You can keep doing stuff though. Put on the Starman. No
that's fine.
Starman's fine. I just need to roll something on the side.
Yep. Noticing that King Diamond so far focuses purely on one target, and then completely ignores everything else. Chuckle's gonna use this opportunity while it's focused in on Johan to try to sucker punch it, basically.
All right, sounds good.
So the Starman just fucking breps up here and hits it with a good old-fashioned Hoo-yah!
All right, make that roll.
Oh, that's the worst punch roll I've ever gotten,
You
Starman.
have a bizarre point though.
What?
You can use your bizarre point to re-roll it all.
Can I?
Yes, there's another stand, but you can use your bizarre point against a stand whose bizarre field is dropped.
Oh,
you just can't
okay.
use it to take any actions against the secondary effect.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll do that.
Alright.
Ha! Exactly 1 point better! It's worth it!
I can pop a bizarre point to help you reroll that if you'd like.
That might be wise.
Okay, that'll work.
I'm gonna roll King Diamond's speed as it attempts to dodge.
I will re-roll that too, cause fuck. Ha!
I can pop another one.
I'll pop one.
Okay.
Oh,
you got that?
hey, it's a clash.
Oh shit!
King Diamond continues moving. All right, well let's re-roll now.
Haha!
Ooh.
All right, well lagging for me. I can't even see what you got. But
16.
Oh my goodness. All right, I've clicked a bunch. Hopefully it'll go on through now. As you come on slamming down, bringing your fist down as a surprise blow against King Diamond. And in that moment, King Diamond switches its head almost all the way around its body, its face staring at you. You see its muscles, or inside, its bones start to turn as if it's going to speed away. It speaks for just a moment. If you want to say something.
You.
And then in that moment, the fist cracks down, breaking the skull, as King Diamond falls into the water and disintegrates.
I had a
Max,
secret
make me a
action.
1d4 roll.
I had a secret action prep for that.
Max,
Does it?
our good.
Yeah, Max
For
is
dying?
Combat.
No, for if it was for the next turn, but I guess that doesn't have taken into effect.
You keep it, because Chuckle, also, by the way, a secondary
Bitch.
thing happened. You stand up a bit
Stan's not
moving.
defeated yet.
Your ears are just so... Oh, that's so... You fall unconscious
Oops.
on the floor. And, as you do, Johan, you're kind of paddling there. You notice the flames. They're growing larger and more intense, even
This
quicker.
isn't the right music for this.
Yeah.
Oh, it is, though.
What?
Oh, motherfuckers! This what that is? Really? I can't even say anymore because I'm not in the fight. Piece of shit.
Well, what am I looking at? What do I see?
You just see fire scraping across. In fact, Presley, you're kind of paddling. No, Rain would be the one. Hey, Rain,
Yeah.
you know how the hot spring generates heat?
Yeah.
You start to realize that some of the heaters on this thing have burst into flame. And now flames are starting to light up across the walls as well. Not getting into the hot springs themselves, but actually starting to burst around a bit and doing that. Let me give you vision, by the way, because I don't think you can see down there.
No.
Anyways, Johan, it's your turn.
Jan is going to first and foremost, he's going to slam a I'm on healing hand into himself to kind of stabilize his whatever damage. How is he feeling? Is his vision somewhat returning?
You are feeling, Oh, well, let me see how you're feeling right now, actually. You still got that sensation of bugs crawling on your skin. However, let me just roll a little thing for you. Oh, goodness. You know what else you're feeling?
What?
You're feeling like that paralysis of yours is spreading to more areas of your body.
Okay, this is
Your
a problem.
Upper arms are now no longer moving. The stand goes out and deposits you on the edge there. And Ocean Man is also having trouble moving now. It like flaps next to you like a fish on shore.
Christian,
Son of a bitch.
Yeah?
can I ask a question?
What's up?
Does this room not have sprinklers?
That's a good question. You're curious why the sprinklers aren't working.
Yeah.
In fact, well, you're not here.
Yeah,
fucker.
exactly.
But, yeah, the sprinklers aren't turning on.
Smoke bomb.
Jan cranes his head over to where Superheroes is. What is he doing?
Superheroes just seems to be freaking out and punching the ground rapidly right now.
Quick question: does this pool run underneath the underneath this area right here? Is there like a deposit drain or?
There are some water pipes around it, essentially, but it would be hard to pinpoint where exactly those are.
Okay. Well, my secret action was while I was in there, Johan managed to barely get it before the paralysis got through. He managed to say, Presley superheroes, and Mina. And with that, Stress was deployed into the pool. It's going to swim through the pipes and try to find whatever is causing, like, see if it's anything underground.
Anything underground that's causing this?
Yeah, like if there's like a drain that runs underneath here, it's going to try to swim throughout the grounds.
The drains seem particularly hot as well. However, the effect itself, yes, whatever this is, it seems to be in the area. You move around a bit. Your breath is getting heavy. You're feeling dizzy. Cher, it's your turn. Or if you want to do anything else with movement, like moving someone, you're next to Cher too, so you guys could talk. But also, the fire is getting dangerously close to Mina and Chuckle, who are unconscious.
No, Cher sees that and is going to start moving towards it, but just she slaps Johan lightly on the face and just, Johan, honey, I think we need the other burst. And then starts
the other
big
what?
one, the big one, the big burst.
I really can't move right now. I deployed Stress because it's.
If you
Look,
use
I
the
can't-
other one, can it cut? Okay, whatever, no time.
We'll find out.
Yes.
We'll figure something out.
Johan, because you're paralyzed right now from your arms and legs, you can't use Waters of Nazareth. You used the other one before and it worked, but this time you're locked down like this.
Okay, well, that's fun.
Your mouth works perfect, though. If you
No,
want to
that's-
monologue, you could have monologued before
Alright.
Cher's turn started.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
it's probably being whatever this effect is. It's probably being distributed by the fire.
Is that your monologue action?
Oh, it's too hard to tell. All right, well, that's about all I can do.
Can I still monologue for my turn? Well,
Yes,
I'm
you
trying
can.
to drag them all.
Yes, you can. You drag one in each hand pretty effectively, actually. You're pretty tough. And, well, not really, but I mean...
Tough enough.
Tough enough.
Uh,
It's 1 bronze per person. So music's
So-
playing for everyone, too?
yeah.
Alright, not for me, but that's fine.
Now, Chuckle went unconscious because of whatever this stand's doing. And, everyone seems to be experiencing different problems. Am I having trouble breathing? I think I am. Is this stand messing with altitude?
You, consider that for a moment. It is messing with altitude in a way. You consider that for a moment. I'll drop a bizarre field point by 1. You, sit there and... Alright, yeah. Something seems to be wrong. There's something changing around in the area. Let's see. As Spire's where it is. That's your turn, though. You move them back. Rain, it's your turn.
Rain's going to scramble up and over this wall again, and important question: she couldn't see anything in there, including Heartbreak Hotel. She doesn't even know that area is being combed. Can she see the fire?
She can.
She can see the fire, so it's just a real ass fire. Okay.
Fire could be a stand user.
Yeah. So Rain is going to sprint back over to the group, seeing that like everyone's in dire straits. Is Rain feeling bad yet?
Rain, let me make a roll. Alright, let's see. Let me just make that roll real quick. I actually haven't read up to Ozone Baby, whatever that is. So I don't know. We'll see afterwards, and I'll take a look. Okay, yeah, Rain's feeling a little funky.
Okay, how so?
This stand. Well, let me see. What was this effect? Okay, on this table. Okay. You start to move around, and you feel your internal temperature is getting a little strange. Your cooling processes don't seem to be functioning as they should, and that your programs are starting to fail. unnecessary programs first as you divert attention, but you're heating up rapidly. And no, that's wrong. You're not heating up rapidly. Your systems are just having harder trouble cooling down your normal processes. As you emerge from the hot springs, the act of even cooling down that is proving difficult for you.
I'm gonna look straight up. Like this is a what does the underside of the love shack or the top, the roof of the love shack look like?
Well, unfortunately, the fire has billowed smoke so high up there now that you can't actually see through the roof at this point.
Gotcha. What did it look like before? We had like fake lighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was fake sunlight.
Yeah, it was fake sunlight. There didn't seem to be anything different, though, however.
Okay, interesting. And everybody else is still equivalently, like, Rain can see from here. Are they still equivalently getting fucked up right now?
Yes, they are.
Okay. So, interesting. Yeah, I'm just gonna, might as well rule it out. Rain is going to just do what she was planning and check the air. Is there anything different beyond, what you'd expect on a basic air check of, like, plastic burning, whatever this astroturf is made out of, etc., etc. Anything unusual?
Oh, nothing much. You're just, the air is normal. There's no gas in the air. You're about 3,500 feet above the surface, and rising.
Fantastic. Interesting. Okay. That's all I can do on her turn. I just wanted to rule out, something airborne.
Alright, Presley's turn.
Gonna try and put out that fire again. More focus on the fire.
Alright, sounds good. I'll say you'll be able to hold back the fire for one turn.
Okay.
Oh, burn refresh. It's still playing for us.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Roll20's just doing its fucky thing.
I'll restart it because it's not hearing from me either.
Okay.
Alright, did you refresh, Burn? That's the
I
wrong
did,
song.
and now it's playing.
Alright,
yeah,
let me...
it's weird like that.
Alright, let me... it's not playing for me still. I'm gonna...
Now it's playing for me.
Now, did it stop?
Yeah, it stopped.
It did stop.
Alright, now I'm gonna try it again. Alright, sorry about that. So yeah, Presley, this action is going to hold back the fires and they will not spread for the next initiative turn.
Good.
There's no music playing.
I can actually solve this real quick. Hey, Burn, just take the actual album. I'm literally just playing an album on Roll20 right now, so I'll just give you the album installed.
Yeah, sure. Do that. And I'll play that on Chrome, I guess. Or I'll
Christian,
open it up on...
did I get it right, or did I... or am I mistaken?
No, you did not.
Ha, fair enough.
All right, I'm going to, here you go, Burn. Have this.
Yeah. Okie doke. Thank you. That's a cool name. Okay. Alright.
Alright, now that it's back, let's get back to it. Alright. Well, Presley, if there's one other small thing you want to do on your turn, you could.
Can I? I'm in the water and...
You could get out of the water with your mom.
Yeah, let's get out of the water.
Alright. You do that, crawling out. You notice other people are trying to drag each other along, moving as best they can as they pull through. These two are down on the ground.
I gotta...
They're being dragged.
I can't ask that.
Alright.
Why?
Chuckles is unconscious. The fires will not spread this turn. Johan, it's your turn.
Johan, how does he feel?
You feel pretty bad right now.
Okay. Can I still communicate?
You can communicate, yes.
Presley, how do you feel?
Not good.
Did you feel better in the pool than you did out of it?
Did I?
Incorrect.
No.
Can I still breathe all right?
No, you're having trouble breathing.
Okay, Johan mentally checks stress. How's that hunt going?
The hunt is stopped because your arm was paralyzed.
It's an automatic stand, though.
But it is still tied to your arm from the way it
But
emerges outwards.
Yeah, when
But it automatic.
when Kira used sheer heart attack and Echoes Act 3 paralyzed it, Kira's
Yeah.
arm.
But
went to
that
the
was
ground.
that was applied.
I'm calling it like that, so that's how we're running it. So
that was
stress is
applied to
disabled.
the. That was applied
GM
to the
rolling
stand
right here,
itself,
stress
though.
is
To the
disabled.
GM. Let's continue forward.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what I can do. I'm just paralyzed. My only plan was kind of just shot down. So, I guess I gotta end my turn.
All right, Cher, it's your turn.
This is so I know it messes with altitude, which means that if we have air tanks, then we might be able to do something with it. Cher's going to try to get to where Chi is, like just close enough that she can see Chi.
All right.
He's read the dossier, and try and get the little egg baby to make an air tank for somebody, or really as many people as possible. But
Egg Baby is rather confused. You come over. You want to ask it now?
oh god, how do I talk to the egg baby? Hey, we're having trouble breathing. We need air. And that's all I can do.
Chi! All right, I'm trying to make a Chi roll now. Chi glows with energy. 10? Okay. And around it, masks begin to form. Glowing outwards. The electric six over here, all 6 of them, feel masks around their face. Van Halen is still fine. I don't know what's going on. He kind of tumbles a bit. I'm a little dizzy. Which means that there are 4 more masks to give. 1 will go to Cher. 1 will go to Johan. And the last 2, I'll let you guys decide where those masks go.
People who are unconscious are probably breathing better than we are, because they don't need as much air when they're unconscious. I think people who are still conscious should be getting masks. Just saying.
I guess Presley's mom and Presley then.
Is Twerp unconscious? If Twerp is still conscious,
Twerp is still conscious, yeah.
Cher's going to toss her masks to him. That way, Presley's family or Presley and Presley's mom are still good.
All right, yeah. Let's see. Okay, so everyone is generally good. The people that have air masks are kind of breathing carefully. However, there are still some troubles with the way things are. However, everyone who's breathing for now can kind of hold off another turn.
I think Cher probably passes out then.
Okay, yeah. Cher, you just kind of stand there a bit, and then you pass out. And you kind of tumble down the stairs, and Miss Graceland catches you. Rain?
Rain's going to run over here as quickly as possible.
You have confirmed, along with Presley, the stand user is definitely not in this spot.
Okay. Like in this building, period.
Oh, no, not just in this area.
Okay, over in this side of the hot springs?
Just in the hot springs in general.
Okay.
It could be in the building still, but you'd have to actually search the building, yeah.
Yeah, Rain's going to, while she's running over, she's going to stomp the ground as hard as possible as she impacts right here to try to send a shockwave down through it. On the off chance, she wants to see if there's anything going on beneath us. See if anything comes up weird. Like if it makes a weird sound or a predictable sound's eaten almost immediately as it hits the dirt.
As you're basically testing, yeah?
Are we under the effects of some bullshit stand that's literally flying the Love Shack somewhere? Is there still terra firma beneath?
Oh, there is terra firma around you, yes.
Fantastic, okay.
You can confirm now, yes, with all the hints here, this stand, this strange stand from another user, it is changing the atmospheric pressure upwards.
Yeah.
Inside of the building, actually. That must be what's going on.
Okay, so, Rain's going to get back to the group and, take a look. Everybody's fucking down, right? How's this guy doing?
This guy right, where?
At Yo-Yo Ma.
Yo-Yo Ma.
He's unconscious.
Okay, just curious. He was the only one who, we didn't get to. Rain looks around. Presley, any luck with anything? What are your stance? I can't see through them.
I'm just trying to hold back the fire. I can start looking again because it's only doing it for so long.
If they're not in the room, we should, try and find a way out of the room.
Rain's going to monologue. She took a look around and an effect this intense, a power this strong, it couldn't be one that could be activated remotely. I have a theory that the stand user is in the room with us.
Not in the room, but in the building.
In the building.
They have to be in the building for this to work, which means somewhere in this building, the enemy stand user is waiting.
Okay.
Then we're gonna find him.
Yeah. Rain looks to Presley. Can I leave everybody here to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Rain heads toward, is going to spend a bizarre point and sprint towards the elevator shaft.
Okay. You sprint towards the elevator shaft. You shove your way through the fire, pushing through. One of the Heartbreak Hotels spits water out of its mouth on the fire, holding it there.
Rain's gonna mash the... How many floors does the fucking Love Shack have?
A lot.
It has a lot. But you could just start moving
just
through.
Wait, just wait, because I'm gonna send Heartbreak Hotels with you.
Okay, very fair. Yeah, Rain's gonna wait until we can send some Heartbreak Hotels.
Does anyone else want to make their way to the elevator?
I mean...
Or at least get other people to the elevator?
Yeah, I would if I could. I don't really have any...
Let's see. Presley, your turn.
Every Heartbreak Hotel available into the elevator with Rain.
All right,
He
I'll
has
take
no
a
idea,
look.
but she is-
Including Omega?
I don't... No.
Not Omega? Okay. In that case, zooming outwards, if you spend a bizarre point for me, I'll let them actually get there on your turn.
I'll do that.
They do, I think they are fast, but the issue is that, yeah, that's still a little far range.
Yeah, they're big fast.
All right. Heartbreak Hotel lifts its arm into the air and gives an "Ute!" and launches the Heartbreak
The
Hotels
Armada.
out of the area into the elevator with Rain.
Rain sees like the capacity marker just shoot up and she's like, what the fuck? Presley, are these yours?
They're mine.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my god, this is such a clusterfuck.
So you load on into the elevator.
Rain's gonna access her schematic of the she's gonna access her schematic of the Love Shack and try to brains roll at this to find out the absolute best place. Since to like some place to like emanate a field, more or less. Like an epicenter that'll hit this and be relatively well defended. I haven't explored the Love Shack, so I'm just gonna brains roll at it if that's okay.
Yeah. Wait, you have though. I actually established that you when roaming around the Love Shack for like a
Yeah.
week.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. No, like, Rain's absolutely done it. I just, Jay, the player, don't know where I'd go in it,
Alright.
because, like, I haven't seen it. So, can I brains at it?
Yeah,
Or
brains
you
at
do
it.
Cool.
Can I help?
Yeah, you could. You could hook up your laptop real quick as things are going on there. I'm gonna make some rolls real quick.
So, out of curiosity, how are the other Diamond Dogs able to do anything to help out? Bono and I guess Devia knows since David's bedridden.
Not
and
right now.
probably unconscious. No. Okay.
All right, so let me just. You begin moving forward, and let me just. As your systems begin to malfunction slightly even more, you move up the love shack. Finding your way up, you and the Armada are in the top elevator right now. You stop here. This seems like looking around with Presley. You get some heat readings from this area, 2 active ones, and I will give you everyone's sight of you.
Fantastic. Rain sort of stumbling, body malfunctioning already, driven worse by whatever this effect is. Uses the rusted sword as a crutch and just, stumbles out of the elevator.
All right.
Her body malfunctioning, she drags this ugly sword down with an ugly screech.
All right. Let me just get the Armada sorted behind you. But, yeah, you begin moving outwards. I'm going to make another roll for you. I'm also going to consider how it's going down there. I'm going to make a roll for Presley on this, too.
Okay.
You begin moving about. Yeah, more of your systems just seem to be ticking away, failing slightly at a time.
As she progresses down the hallway, she sees a familiar hazy figure as she passes by. Hair falling in front of her now, empty, lifeless eyes. She just nods once at an illusion of Yang.
Spend a bizarre point for me.
Can do.
Keep walking.
Yang
Just
bizarre
keep
point
walking.
incoming.
Rain
All right, so
forces
you spend a
herself
bizarre
forward.
point. And...
Yeah, of course. Every single system that used to rely on air failing, trying to find something to draw power from, finding literally nothing.
You scan around. There seems to be a body in the room next to you.
She stumbles through.
Your systems are functioning with that bizarre point. They're still kind of overheating a bit, but yeah, you go through. Inside, there's an unconscious man sitting by, his arms dangling off the bed slightly.
Rain's gonna walk over, and to the best of her ability, she's going to try to wake David up. Come on, get up.
You pull on him. Lifting up and trying to wrap him around your shoulders.
You're in the medical area. There would probably be air tanks in there, though.
Yeah, she's
yeah,
gonna
you can
run
look
over
around.
and get a mask.
Rain, this is the medical area. There are probably tanks here. Air tanks.
Thanks, Yang.
Thank you.
Forces you can't understand move around. They move around and they start finding some tracks.
Didn't Rain pick up the signatures of 2 bodies in here? Just a few moments ago, I heard two heat readings, or where was
Yeah, there was 2 heat ratings. One's in this room. Give me one moment.
Okay, yeah, take your time.
You look around the room, gazing around and digging through some general air heats and pipes and try to find stuff in the area. You look about, and as you search, so one of the Heartbreak Hotels pulls out an air pipe.
Got it.
Rain sees it float through the air and just slowly shakes her head. Fucking stand-ass bullshit. Presley, can I leave him to you?
You can leave her to one of them.
What are you going to do with the air tanks?
Supply David air.
The Heartbreak Hotel goes around the corner, just kind of stands there awkwardly for a moment. It's unaware of what it's supposed to do. It doesn't see a person there.
Rain stops. She walks over. I assume Presley would communicate that?
Yes. Presley, you don't see a person there.
nobody there.
What? No, there is. Hold on. Rain goes back around the corner and David's just gone.
Yes. On the floor, you
Paper.
see scattered paper and
Yeah.
also scattered dust, shrapnel. Something exploded in here. And you kind of look a bit. Heartbreak Hotel pulls you backwards, launching you back, and then suddenly the Heartbreak Hotel in front of you bursts open. Well, you don't actually see that. You just see some kind of shrapnel suddenly form and explode outwards. For a split second, you think you see the form of a Heartbreak Hotel breaking. And something is coming. A Heartbreak Hotel drags you back. You cannot see what is going on. In that case, since you can't see it,
Nope.
I'll drop it. Something is floating at you. Something is approaching you. And from that area, it's coming at you. It's coming for sure.
Repair our relationship.
Rain tries to drag herself across the ground from something she can't see. She scrambles, pressing herself against the door, and throws her full weight against it.
Burn, you can stop playing if you'd like.
Burns
I
AFK.
did. No,
Oh,
I did.
Oh, you did? You did stop playing? Okay, cool.
Yeah, because I heard the
Bolted
in-game
the
music.
hallway.
Aha.
Alright, cool, thank you. Just check,
Rolls
double checking.
across the ground,
Yeah.
hair in her face. She's
You get dragged
scrambling
backwards
across
as
the floor.
suddenly they just start bursting. They kind of go up and start whacking into the air with their mic stands. Some of them drag you forward, however, your arms and legs being terribly held back, but you still move forward. Heat signatures. Around the corner. In this closet, right here.
Rain dives forward, carrying herself across the ground. All of her processes are screaming. They can't even form coherent thoughts. Any vestiges of a personality are gone. She's simply purpose-driven forward. She throws open the door.
You throw open the door, and laying on the floor is a lady. Unconscious, just laying there, having a seizure.
Rain collapses to her knees. Does
Is that the
Presley...
JamiroCorp logo?
That is. You notice that on her skunk colored chest piece.
Rain,
Her entire outfit seems to be... Well, her entire outfit seems to be goldish with a green belt opening down the middle. A half-top just skunk thing with the JamiroCorp logo. A weird symbol on it. Hair and just a resting, angry expression while she sleeps and shakes.
she's having a seizure right now?
Yes.
You
You feel the door behind you start to get harder. It starts to creak slightly.
Rain collapses to her knees, and she pulls out, God. Okay, I'm gonna spend a bizarre point to say, what horrible future, medicine could I have grabbed from the med bay?
Oh, you could have grabbed a very potent stimulant to wake her up.
Yeah, fuck it, yeah, no, Rain's got a future adrenaline shot, one that she intended for David. Without thinking, her processes begin to turn over one after the other. It should be a simple process to take this girl's life and potentially end the stand's effects, but something else screams in the back of her mind. Without even thinking about it, she jams the adrenaline into her neck.
The adrenaline surges through, and sitting there...
Before she does that, I just... Ghost Young just... And you usually use it in the heart.
Ray doesn't give a shit at this point.
Peeking over, just Noni. Okay. And suddenly, after a moment, the door shatters. You feel shards blasting against your metal back. And then the person gets up, shooting up, breathing heavily. And then they puke downward onto the floor, into the bucket.
Is Rain still breathing heavily? Is everything still fucking awful?
Yes. This woman
Okay.
is breathing heavily, too.
You need to tell me what the hell is happening.
What's going on?
I don't know because I can't see stands. Rain says, shaking the shit out of her.
Stands. Are you here to help?
I guess so. Come on, kid. Let's go.
She'll get up and try to follow her.
She drags her forward.
Melissa, you stand up slightly, brushing your head. God, that strange headache of yours is super heavy.
Were you here with a partner?
I don't know. I was in my house and then I woke up here. Did my stand hurt anyone? Did my stand activate?
Rain gives her a very honest, like, I don't fucking know. They don't tell me shit. She pats her on the back.
This gang is a figment of your imagination, so I cannot give my real opinion here.
Yeah, you.
And I'm unconscious.
Yep. No.
Or
good
dead,
luck.
I don't know.
You got lucky. You found the one person who can't answer that question.
Oh. My stand
Bud,
is,
are you afraid?
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
It only activates when I'm asleep. I don't have any control over it.
Okay. That's a problem, but you're awake now. So that's fine. You're going to be fine. Rain pats her on the shoulder. Is the altitude sickness getting any worse?
Yes, it is. It's about at 4,000 now.
Now, you are going to come with me while that adrenaline high lasts, and we are going to figure something out together before everyone in here dies. Rain collapses to the side of the wall. Her system's malfunctioning. No more heat signatures on this floor?
Nope, only the one behind you.
Okay.
Well, there is some heat signatures coming from different floors, but it seems like fires have been lit in there. There are only a few floors without any fires on them right now.
Presley, you got any bright ideas? Because I'm going for a floor that isn't on fire.
I'm thinking that somebody thought it would be a good idea to sick her on us by putting her to sleep. So there should be at least one more.
Yeah. Oh boy. Rain braces herself up against the elevator and forces her way through. Come on. If you go to sleep, I've unfortunately got one last plan, but nobody's gonna like it.
Oof. Alright. You enter inside of the elevator.
And Rain's gonna find the only floor that would probably be safe from fires.
Alright. Okay, you can do that. Melissa's off screen. What is she gonna do? I can move her if you want.
Rain's dragging her with.
Oh, okay. So she's just dragging her with her. Okay.
She's gonna walk back through the elevator door.
Oh, walk back outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, Rain,
Yeah.
get her to say something stupid.
Okay.
I can't go.
You can't go? Why?
That'll help.
If my stand and the way it functions.
Yeah, I'm counting on that.
You don't understand. If
Yeah.
I'm not on this floor, it'll kill
what?
everyone. You can't bring me closer to them.
Why? What? Listen, I don't think you understand this. I don't understand how any of this works. I have been flying by the seat of my pants this entire time. I think everyone thinks that I have a plan. Everyone thinks I've got it figured out, but it's all facade. Listen, I am faking it right now, and I'm going to continue faking it. If you give me any sort of information, I can work with that. But if you withhold that, she claps her on both arms. If you withhold that, we'll just be two liars spinning around endlessly, and nothing will get done. So please, do me the favor of filling me in before we all die.
She takes a step back and she looks at you. No, you don't understand. You. And she pulls out a gun. She points it at you and she fires.
The rifle emerges out from behind her, coming out of her jacket. She wields it in front of her and suddenly fires outwards.
Okay.
Bam.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you take it?
Rain actually, in the case of real ass bullets, can react.
Yeah.
She's going to use an android action to attempt to just fucking block it.
Alright.
Ooh, takes 1 damage.
Alright, you block it. You were always aware of, however, the bullets still kind of impact. Melissa steps backwards, posing with her gun, pointing at you. Her gun holstered at her side. You can take over however you want.
She looks around really quickly. She's kind of gauging the situation and trying to figure out how she's going to get away from her.
You notice that there's an elevator. There's probably an elevator on the other side. You do have a gun. She doesn't seem to care too much about those bullets you just fired.
I'm gonna make a run for it.
Alright, as you start running, you reach that point, and then suddenly bile forms at your mouth and you just vomit onto the floor. Stopping you right here. Rain.
Okay. Rain's going to sprint forward.
Rain,
Yeah.
you can hear Presley in your ear. Closet.
Closet? Rain dashes forward and sprints into the closet.
No, put her in a box.
Oh, fantastic. She's going to... Yeah, no, Rain's going to actually get in here for a second, dodge the gunfire, and then fucking...
I should note, this room's door has been destroyed by King Diamond.
Oh.
That was the last thing that happened, so this closet's no longer a thing.
That's fine. Rain's gonna go with her original plan, actually, then. She's gonna sprint forward, try to grab her bodily, and then throw her in the elevator so Presley can use that.
Alright. You heave her up and throw her into the elevator. Or, well, that's an opposed roll. Oppose your bronze checks against each other.
Am I any
Good
weak
luck.
from the altitude sickness?
I rolled for it. You're still fine. Oh, wait, you have a -2 right now from this,
Good.
so that's a 4.
That is a 4.
And I will roll for a friend. Oh, goodness.
Oh, holy shit. We suck.
That's actually, the funny thing is she also has a negative right now, so that means you're won by 1 point.
Okay, wow. So, the saddest battle of all time happens as Rain gets...
You guys are pitiful.
As Rain gets her in a headlock. Yang, actual in-universe canon Young with popcorn is watching.
So you just kind of drag her a bit?
I drag her and I throw her in the elevator.
A very pitiful fight goes on as Melissa and Rain attempt to duel off. The deciding factor is honestly the Heartbreak Hotels, who just kind of help drag in and toss her into the elevator. You don't step in as well, or else you'll get sucked in as well.
Yeah, I think Rain's fine with that.
Okay. In which case,
Rain needs a break from the altitude sickness.
it's fair. You both get dragged off in to Heartbreak Hotel. And I will now drag you off in that way. Ooh, it's a bit far, so I'll just drag it over here. You both find yourself entering Heartbreak Hotel. Melissa, you're in a strange place, but you read about this in the dossier.
Rain hits the deck. Does Heartbreak Hotel have the same pressure conditions as the outside?
It does not.
Rain's body jolts with electricity as she starts to feel good again.
None of the audience is here, but Mega Heartbreak Hotel is here. Looking around, it kind of sees it's going to give its opening speech, but then there's no one here to really hear it, so it just kind of snaps its finger and just goes, well,
it's showtime.
Okay,
look
let's
around.
determine the punishment wheel. Boop-a-doop. And I'm gonna roll. Anime addiction.
I feel like we get that one a lot.
All right.
Melissa, you just kind of look at this weird thing going to some result that you have right here. You're standing next to Rain inside of this prison.
Is King Diamond in the audience?
The
No,
game
King
is
Diamond.
Jailhouse Rock Escalation. So what does that mean? We escalate. Do we
that means
roll
this-
again?
That means you roll the punishment wheel again.
Oh boy.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
an escalation
So-
has begun.
Hamstring rebellion.
What is
So
that?
anime addiction and hamstring rebellion.
It means you get really bad hamstring cramps and can't walk anymore.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh, this
Okay.
could Oh, thank God Rain is a robot.
Yeah, that part's fine.
And now the games wheel will get Fools Rush In, where angels fear to tread.
I would also like to note a rule that was made on the outside is I can't go,
Yep.
so she can't move.
If you take that to a more literal degree, you could also take it equally as just fear of being able to move forward. This was a fear-based one, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, so Rain just plops to the ground, looks up at her. Unfortunately, I know how this stand works, and it's a pretty unpleasant one. You want to reconsider talking this out before something really bad happens?
If you think that I'm going to sell out Mary,
Mm-hmm. Rain's leaning in.
The gate opens up.
I actually do think you might. Rain takes a very, very slow step forward. Because I'm finding that people turn relatively quickly. She takes a step forward. When emotions run high and adrenaline spikes to the brain, people turn on you. Right quick. You're one of them, aren't you? She takes another step. Now, listen, I don't want to do this to you. You seem like a nice kid. You seem like Mary might be your friend. But let me tell you this. At the end of the day, I don't think that's the case. It doesn't work like that for us, unfortunately. So, if you want to stick to your old boss, the contractual employee, I get that. I understand wanting to hold up something like that, but if you're telling me that you're worried about selling out the CEO that just left you to die, and it's for some reason like friendship, I'm not buying it. So tell me.
you think she left me? Really? I wanted to be here. I wanted to die for Mary.
Oh, fantastic.
You couldn't understand that. You don't understand loyalty.
Kinda turns on her heel. Don't think I do. Well, in that case, we can have a nice long conversation about this. Back in the real world, of course. Rain just slowly strides forward and wins the game.
Melissa, you stand there, unable to move, as you see this ingrate move forward, walk off to the side, and head off to attempt to complete this game.
Yeah.
And moving outwards, you find yourself being deposited back to the real world after only a little bit of time, inside of the elevator. the two Heartbreak Hotels flanking on either side of you. Your hamstrings fail and you fall to the ground. As both of you coming back will feel the effects of a mild high club once again acting upon you.
Rain stands up with almost a renewed purpose. That split second away seems to have refocused her. Now, you said some interesting things back in there. You said Mary wouldn't abandon me. That's fascinating. Let's examine that. Rain immediately goes up to the elevator door, and she punches in the exact floor that Mary would position someone. Now that's something that I do know. Thank you for being so helpful. Big smile, big smile.
So you position somewhere where you know Mary would allow for an escape route for these people.
Yep.
In which case, you use that knowledge to take herself all the way up to the final floor, the highest floor of the area. Is Mild High Club playing? Is Mild High Club playing?
I don't hear
It
number.
is.
Yes,
It definitely
excellent.
is.
Thank you, Vern.
Okay.
Yeah,
It has been since the wheel.
Yes. Everyone else will have to deal with the music. We have too many people.
I'm sorry.
Angra, can I take a sacrifice real quick?
Of course.
I need you to drop out momentarily. Sayonara. You look as you enter this new place, going up. God, things are getting weird. I rolled a result. Perfect, I rolled it just in time. Things start glitching out more for you. Melissa, you also start feeling really weird here. Things aren't going well for you. You both find your way up, emerging on the elevator, and taking slow steps out, you start to find yourself moving through the facility. Rain, this place is giving you... Your heat sensors have failed you now as you just start going. Melissa is in this strange state of trying to pass out, but also being kept awake by narcolepsy.
Rain continues striding forwards. Rain walks as fast as she can down the hallway, trying to...
door next to you?
She's gonna open it.
You open it and enter the room. Not here.
Sighing, she moves to the next zone.
You
Nah.
approach.
Yeah.
Melissa, roll me a 1d4. There's another door.
Curse number.
I will. Do you roll 1?
Hold on. What the fuck?
Ooh, okay.
Screams and missed that.
You peek inside of here. And nope, not this room either. You step out, you turn around, and as you see Melissa is fallen asleep again, somehow passing out into some unconscious state while being in that just strange form.
Hey, Melissa, have a bizarre point to try and roll that again.
Okay, I'll roll that real quick. 4! Well, would you look at that?
It's baited.
Popping out, something grabs at your arm, Rain. I'm just gonna make this unopposed since you can't really block it.
Sure can.
Alright, 3d6. 11 damage as stuff starts to form around your arm. Your arms are breaking. Presley, this stand is attacking Rain. This immensely powerful, immensely fast stand. As long as this user over here is unconscious, I'll show you now because you can see it. As long as this stand is functioning, as long as this user remains alive and can be unconscious, this stand will hunt. This is a fact.
Something that Presley's gonna have to do.
There's only one way to end this stand.
Every Heartbreak Hotel beat her to death.
Heartbreak Hotels pull her aside, and both of them raise up their mic stands, and they drive it in through her eyes, cracking into her skull, crushing through her brain. In a moment, she is incapacitated, killed, and King Diamond disappears.
Rain collapses to her knees, her arm now mostly gone. She's gonna keep dragging herself along. More and more processes that are just not hitting. She's focused. She can't stop now.
Your arm falls off, by the way, yeah. Alright, well, you got another room to your right.
She's gonna press it open.
Oh, this one's hot and not this one.
Everything continues popping and twisting and turning. Rain lurches across the ground.
You see two doors, one right here, and one right over here.
Rain's gonna try this one. She slowly
Come on
shoves it
inside.
open.
You look on in and see two coolers sitting along the wall over there. One, that's about it. Two of them.
Rain's gonna walk over. Is one of the coolers occupied?
You can't really tell. Both of them seem to be functioning.
She's gonna kick the base of this one so it pops open.
Okay, you kick the base of that cooler, and suddenly, from inside, boiling hot, steaming, pressurized water bursts outward. I'm gonna roll this damage.
Okay. Holy
38
fuck.
damage as
Okay.
the water tears into you.
Would you believe me if I told you that Rain is still up? With
No, because I know your health total. How much?
I'm 54, so that is 49. That is
All right.
literally 5 HP.
You're at 54, and then you got taken. Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait,
We're-
and then I got shot.
Right.
And that gun's damage double. 3 HP.
Ah. Oh. Well, it wasn't this one. Your body is torn apart. Your other arm is barely on, it seems, but it still is functional.
Oh my god.
The water pressure in the area seems to just stop moving there for a moment.
Rain lurches her way across the ground, now absolutely on her last legs. She's gonna try this one.
You pop this one open. Stop the music burn. As you open up this area, you see inside is a man in boots of cow print, an orange jacket, hair. He stands and looks at you. And from inside, his glare with a milk bottle in his hand, he is sitting against the water cooler.
Wait! And then he throws up on the floor.
He throws up on the floor and then wipes his mouth with milk. Roll me an initiative roll.
Oh my god. Okay.
Do I get to play?
Oh yeah, you can roll too.
Oof.
Good, Rain, you're doing it.
All right. I'm gonna roll for our boy here. All right, this is for the opponent. Wow. Well, he does go first still. He stands up. Around you. Finally, the final opponent. Melissa has been killed. The person in front of you standing, holding on to the edge. He looks. The battlefield has been set. You and 2 Heartbreak Hotels versus this man. And then... It's his turn.
I'm only in it for the money. Just don't kill me.
He falls to the ground and starts groveling.
I'll turn off my stand. Just promise you won't kill me.
Okay. Rain makes the decision
Really?
in a second. Yeah.
I turn off my stand.
Your stand goes off. The altitude starts dropping gradually. I'll have to make some final rolls for people down there. But yeah, sitting there, he just kind of sits there. The stand disables.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's wonderful. Rain sits down on the ground. So, what's your name?
It's Kerkaroo, and you've been facing my mild high club.
It's pretty fearsome.
Is Melissa dead?
Rain doesn't actually know how to answer that. Presley, is Melissa dead?
I don't know what you want to tell him.
One Heartbreak Hotel says, the other one speaks up. She's dead.
Oh. Well. And he grabs a bottle of milk from the inside of the water cooler. And just chugs it down, despite him literally standing in his own vomit right now. His own milk-saturated vomit.
That is awful. Rain just crosses her legs on the ground. Oh, so Mary hire you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Guess job's over. I can't exactly let you go, but we don't have any intention of keeping you. You mind taking a quick elevator trip with me? Come on. Come on.
You're gonna kill me?
No,
I think you're gonna kill me.
No, I'm not gonna kill you. Come on, bring your milk. It's fine.
As you begin to step outside, your functions start repairing and auto taking care of themselves. Everything starts going, and things are back to normal if you want to walk back to the elevator.
You know, I just don't want to die. You know,
that's fine.
This is just a job.
Yeah, no, I understand. No, you're a great mercenary.
It was nothing personal.
No, you're doing great. No, it's fine. She's like patting him on the back.
Oh god.
I love him. Let's go. Let's go to the elevator.
Let me just give you control of this pog. There you go. The Heartbreaks Hotel face to the ground.
It's just continually like she's still dragging herself across the ground, extremely wounded. Oh my god.
So what does all this mean, then? I mean, I know I'm not welcome back at JamiroCorp.
Yeah, that's mostly it. We generally don't make it a habit of killing people. Don't look at that. Don't look at the ground over here. Right, like,
I've seen worse.
Okay. No, obviously you're not welcome back at JamiroCorp, but God, neither are we. And I don't care. Like, you do what you have to do. It's fine. Rain's just tired. Like, every bit of her is just aching. She hits the button and just rides it to the ground. So,
you're gonna spend some time in this elevator then, and you're going down a few floors by now.
We're going down to the rest of the group, so she's just riding it down like, so how'd you get your stand power?
Well, back in the day, I used to work for for Big Dairy.
Uh-huh.
As a hitman.
Oh.
And I had my stand power.
Yeah.
And that's why I was a good hitman.
Because you killed people for the milk company.
For the milk company, you know. I got these boots. I got these boots for working for 5 years for Lucky Land Dairy Corporation.
Ooh, Lucky Land, that's a big one. Rain just like, yeah, no, that's good. Like So did you take people out with your stand ability? Like you made them real sick?
Yeah, and sometimes guns. You know, it's whatever.
You got a gun on you right now?
No, I've got this, and he holds up this cattle execution gun strapped to a tank of hydrogen that he's just been carrying with him too.
Normally, I'd think about taking that, but I think I'm fine. It's fine. Rain just slumps to the ground. Oh boy, yeah,
And then
no.
starts playing games on it.
Okay, so when we get down there, you're going to need to come up with a pretty good excuse, buddy. Can you do that?
I mean, it was just a job.
Just a job, yes, but like threaten your family or something. Like fucking something else. I think they'll need something else.
I can hear.
I don't really have a family.
Oh, really? You want to talk about it?
No, I mean, there's nothing to really say about that.
I surprise you, but I'm just a guy.
The rest of the elevator ride is in like awkward silence. Like you just ran into a fucking coworker who you don't really know how to get along with.
All right.
I had a couple of coworkers. They're dead now.
Oh. Like Big Dairy or when you worked with JamiroCorp?
Oh, like right here, like
Oh,
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, question. Did you come with anybody else? Did Deviano take out anybody?
No, there was just the three of us here this time.
Oh, who's your third friend?
There's, so you know Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
And she's dead.
Yeah, she's
but
dead.
the guy who lit himself on fire.
Yeah, I think I saw the corner of that. Yeah, I wasn't over there.
I wouldn't really call him a friend. We just hired him. It's a very temporary position, as you'd imagine.
Especially temporary considering.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
The combustion, yeah.
Yeah. It's really helpful, though.
Really, is it? Like,
you see, the lower the air pressure is, the faster flames spread.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That almost sounds scientifically accurate.
It is. I don't have a PhD or anything, but I mean, it is kind of like my whole thing. So, I'd hope I know what I'm talking about.
That makes sense. So, like, this thing affect a huge area or something? Or is it just, like,
an
straight
entire
down?
building.
Holy shit, okay.
But I'm pretty much helpless outside.
Well, that's nice. That's good. That's a good thing. Rain is like... Rain is so fucking done. It's unbelievable.
So it wasn't really good for killing, like, ranchers or anything, so I didn't have to do any of that. When Big Dairy was trying to consolidate...
Uh-huh. Like,
yeah.
Oh, so, like, yeah, no, that makes... It only affects buildings? Like, specifically buildings?
Yeah, that's my range of effect.
What
Whatever
the
building I'm in.
So, yeah, no, cattle ranchers out in the open, all their cows, you can...
I'm no good against them. I'm more of a corporate espionage sort of guy.
Gotcha, yeah, no, you branched out from dairy to corporate espionage. Holy fuck!
I'm having some serious lag issues right now, but you notice you're close. Only like 10 more floors. The elevator is creaking very slowly as the gears have been really messed with.
So it actually affects physical objects too. Your sound's kind of busted. Does it have like, can you manifest it, or is it just a passive thing that happens?
No, I can't control it whatsoever. I'm just in that thing, and it just affects everyone.
Gotcha. So that is, that'd be a problem. Like, why? You're being used on us? That almost, it's a little flattering, I guess. I just wonder, like, did you just get the job? Did somebody let you in? Did Mary herself hire you?
We, I'd have to check who signs the checks. But I worked with Melissa and a couple other people in a cleaning branch.
Gotcha. Oh, you were.
I think the name Mary rings a bell. I'm not sure. I don't pay too much attention.
That's good. That's good. No, we worked for JamiroCorp too. We probably passed each other in the hallway or something.
Yeah.
Click.
Oh my god, that was incredible, by the way! Oh
You
my god.
re-enter into this area. You can stop playing Mild High Club now, Burn. I'm gonna just get back to this. You re-enter this spot. Rain, you step out of the elevator with your new Burn. And Jacob, if you swap to the Love Shack baby map, then you can see what's going on.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay. If then the top right, there's a little like page. It's called the page toolbar next to the zoom. You pull that down, and then you'll see you'll just be able to move, and you'll find the map.
I'm thinking.
It's the one where the players are on. Yeah. All right. You can step out now.
Nah.
Okay, come on.
As you step out, back over here, Johan, your paralysis seems to be fading over time, and medical attention to the assistance of chi. Chuckle and Mina, you're both awake now. Chuckle, you're consoling Mina right now.
Johan's gonna sit up and kind of take a survey of the area real quick.
Am I
How's
awake?
everything look?
You are awake. Yes, you are awake too.
Oh shit! There's a dog here.
The dog looks
I
a
don't
little
do
sick.
dogs. They're kids and whatever, babies. That's fine, but dogs, no. That's in my contract. It screwed me over.
Out of character. Holy shit. In character, Rain's just like 3 HP fight. Presley already probably informed everybody on this situation. I'm gonna go.
No,
this guy-
wait, come get over here. Johan's gonna try to heal her.
Who the hell are you, buddy?
I'm Care Carew.
Well, I'm Fleetwood Mac, and I think you just killed my friends, didn't you?
Maybe.
He grabs you by the sleeves.
Hey! What?
He tries to grab it at his things, like his jacket, to pull him back a bit. One of the other guys, Phil, approaches. They all just, one of them drowned in vomit. One of them just stopped talking, and then
It's not like I have any control over it or anything. I just kind of set it and let it go.
Rain, take my mom away.
Yep. Rain grabs Mrs. Graceland and takes her off.
Mrs. Graceland is semi-conscious, trying to get back.
While Rain walks by, Chuckle quickly glances at her and then glances back at Mina.
Let me see. Is that get Kaguya back in here? But until then, yeah, people start to kind of curl around Care over here. Von Halen speaks up. Now listen just a second. He looks like he surrendered, so we shouldn't attack him.
Yeah, I've definitely surrendered. I want to make that very clear. I've completely surrendered. I was only doing this for the money, and that's done now. I have no loyalty to any of these people who've signed my checks or anything. I completely surrender. I just don't want to die. Just to make that very clear.
A lot of the gang members in front of you look disgusted by your general lack of loyalty. Superhero stands on blankly. Killing a man in cold blood is against the law. The Billy kind of looks next to him, but we're above the law right now. The dog goes up and licks your finger.
Oh, hey, doggy.
You just have this ill intent around you.
I'm pretty
Rain?
used to it.
Rain, you look around. You notice that Technologic there are no sensors coming from it. Similarly, over here you see Roller is also just fried.
Yeah.
It seems that they were both unable to shut down due to the heat, and all of their circuits are fried. It almost seems like they lit on fire. Everything inside of them is scorched.
Including the CI?
Yes, including the CI. Miss Grayson kind of looks, what's going on, Rain?
Rain sighs and is going to brief her on the situation. Now, do you need me to buy time doing that, or, can that be off-screened?
That can be off-screen. Kage, you're here, right?
I'm here.
When you woke up, Randy, Two-Handed Bob, and Ronnie were dead. Through different causes. And once you discovered that, you were laying down, your leg has just been... You noticed your left leg is off. Chuckle, I imagine you've been trying to give her some kind of crystal peg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying his best to replicate a regular leg with veins and all.
Around you, everything is just kind of like burnt up and torn apart. The fire was eventually put out. The pool is now also drained, I should mention.
Mina is just shell-shocked. You see, she's unfocused, looking at her leg, looking at her hands. What happened?
We were attacked. Fortunately, he managed to nab your leg as soon as he showed up.
I don't care about my leg. What happened to them? She tries to get up.
Oh, hold on.
It's fine, it's fine. She stumbles, falling over.
At least let me help you. Chuckle, hefts her up.
She's hyperventilating.
Try to remain calm. I know it's stressful, but gotta keep your breathing normal.
Okay.
In through your nose, out through your mouth. There you go.
Superheroes moves by and grabs Care by the arms, wrapping them around his back and locking them by the wrist. He then hoists Care up, puts him over his shoulder. Care, you're being carried by, just manhandled by this android. You have surrendered, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Which means you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say and do can be held against you in a court of law. He starts reading your Miranda rights as he makes to try to move past. Presley, if you want to do anything, though.
Presley's got a hand in her pocket.
Superhero looks down. He looks at Presley. Presley, you see something. A glint. The face underneath the mask you installed in Superheroes, glowing. It's staring at you. He does not judge. He simply stands there, looking at what you want to do. What is your objective, Presley?
They were people superheroes. Not just the people. You, and Roller, and Technologic.
Indeed, that is factually correct.
And if you take him out of here, there will be no justice.
He considers for a moment, looking at Care on his shoulder. What is justice for this man? What is your justice?
Justice is that he meets the same fate that he's made all of our friends meet. That's the only justice in this world.
Von Halen looks a little concerned. Corp is kind of concerned as well. The thugs seem interested. She is just uncomprehending.
Mina pipes up. That isn't justice. That's just murder.
Princess, Billy comes, walking with a bit of a limp. It seems that his paralysis is a little more permanent than everyone else's.
He looks over at them. It's superheroes.
Yes,
I don't know what you intend to do. But please make sure that he never forgets that he's done this.
Absolutely. He looks at Care. Do not worry, citizen. You will not die. He turns to Presley. Regardless, though, he doesn't seem to move past yet or ignore Presley's desire. He simply stares at her. He peels at his jacket a bit, showing Chuckle and Presley there. The little insignia they drew on him. I respect your opinion above all else. And Chuckles. You do not very much look like the same person on this. However, you are still Presley. Will you wield? Or will you kill?
Presley looks at the symbols on his arm. She looks at Chuckle. And back to the hand in her pocket. She steps.
Superheroes taking the man begins moving forward. His eyes are alert now. Passes those from before, kind of taking him off his shoulder and just holding him around his back. You are quite lucky, sir. If the man with 4 stands was here, you would be dead.
Johan Johan kind of stumbles over to Presley and puts an arm on her shoulder. It may not feel like it, but I'm proud of you.
Presley takes the hand out of her pocket and gives Johan the gun that Young had left in there.
He pockets the gun.
That begin moving, gathering everyone, looking around. It's enough. Let me just grab the people real quick. I just need to take these people. I need to get everyone together so I can copy and paste so no one move any pogs. You moved through the process, retrieving what you could. The Love Shack is heavily damaged, and you move quickly knowing that all the fires and all the forts have probably not been destroyed. Which means that you have only a little bit of time to get out of here. No sign of Demio, Bono, or anyone like that. You simply continue going. And, let me just drag everyone out of here real quick. Shuffling to the elevator, it creaks. You could tell if you would let the elevator, the temperature, the altitude rise any further, the elevator's circuitry would simply cease functioning. Which means that you stopped it very much the correct time to do that. Moving further along, you all stand there now. Moving out, going to the top floor, going to the Love Shack's entrance. You all kind of stand around, huddled, looking at this thing, unsure exactly how to open this door, which seems to have locked entirely. And as you continue looking a bit, Cher, you and Twerp are looking, and do you think, yeah, he's gonna come?
Yeah, he'll be here. It's okay.
Okay. Twerp just gives Cher a hug and just kind of sinks down to his knees.
Cher's just going to return the hug.
All right. And as you keep looking, the one, Phil Collins, comes up and just starts banging on the door angrily with, like, a mace, essentially. Just like a club he has. Come on! Open! Open! Superheroes, how did you open this thing in the first place? I did not. What? Superheroes points up. There is a hole torn through the roof of the Love Shack. Oh, yeah. You, continue going and, trying to be... Can we get out there then? I don't know. Emerging suddenly from behind, footsteps emerge. 2 pairs. One running, rounds the corner and sees everyone. Oh god! Thank god! You burst past and just tries to nudge through the crowd and instantly just, like, runs to the group of 4 and just kind of, like, tries to Rain and Chuckle immediately in front. She just gives them a hug. She is crying as she reaches out and grabs at you. Thought you guys you weren't gonna be okay.
Chuckle puts his hands on her shoulder. Yes. Don't worry. Everything's alright now.
Von Halen drools slightly. I wonder if my stag could cut through it. No, probably not.
Just be patient, Halen.
I'm not like Wolverine. Wolverine's anime, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Sure was.
Suddenly, a figure steps. You hear a click. The door simply slides open. You turn, and from behind, a blonde individual holding a clicker to the door. Cher takes Twerp and stands here with him.
Got confused about his gender there for a second.
I did. Whoops.
It's okay. He looks like a girl. I mean, then the door would be starting to open, right?
Yep, the door is cracking open slowly as mechanisms creaking as it goes. Presley's mom was in a wall. Hang on, there we go. He's holding Hound Dog.
In the wall.
Everyone kind of stops, seeing Deviano standing there.
All right. Well, the way that this is going to go down is this base is no longer operational. I cannot afford to relocate everyone to a new one. I cannot afford to take care of this any longer. I am gonna have to roll back on the employment.
What? Von Halen says it first, speaking for everyone, and everyone's rather mad that he did.
Shut up, Van Halen, we don't pay you!
Thanks, friend!
Don't call me that bitch. While Chuckle said bitch, he covered Ian's ears.
I regret to inform you that you'll all be in the list that are being cut from the company. That said, would just pass this along to to Jojo, would you? I handed superheroes something.
Correct. He hands it back to Billy, and then he hands it back to Yen, and Yen kind of squeezes forward and hands it over to Johan.
Johan takes it and kind of ruffles her hair a little bit. I'm glad you're okay.
All of you in that little collection, look at what you got handed. It's the bottle from Yang's funeral. It didn't feel right keeping it. It's not much, but no hard feelings.
It's more than enough.
That said, I did offer when I took you all in to protect your families. I still can, however, that would mean your parents, Presley, and Yin would have to come with me.
Yin, Presley, Mrs. Grayson looks back. Presley, are you sure you?
Yeah.
He looks.
I trust him. He's been putting his feelings on people for so long, he's forgot what it's like to be human, but I trust him.
Mrs. Grayson looks at you. Honey, it might be a while till we talk next, but stay safe. I love you.
I love you too.
She steps forward. I'm gonna take Hound Dog too. I think that's for the best.
Johan lets out a sigh of relief.
Everybody releases their Protect Hound Dog secret actions at once.
Yin stands there. I don't want to.
You should.
You'll
Chuckle.
be safe there, and
Go ahead.
Young wanted it.
I don't.
Like I told my dad, it's not going to be for long.
Rain speaks up from the wall. Don't use her brother as a bludgeon. Ian, make your own decision.
It's your call. I told him that I would protect you. I told him I would take care of you. I just see fit to do so because I told him I would, and I
Mina,
go back on my word.
Mina calls out to Ian. Ian. My family, we have quite a bit of money. It was my plan after this to help support everyone. I might not be able to get much, but I can go into talks with my family. If you so desire, you can come and help me.
Right.
We won't be on the front lines, but we can at least help them, support them, just like Mr. Brando has.
She sits there. She seems conflicted again. I just don't want to leave them too. If they die and I'm not there and
She holds Ian's hands, stopping them from shaking. I understand. We need to do what we need to do. We need to help how we can help.
She stands for a moment. And she decides that, yeah. She moves forward and moves up to Deviano. And steps behind them. And moves up to Presley's mom, and from that moment, she stops there. And then, yeah, that's that. Everyone's been grabbed.
In a show of faith and good fortune, I'm trying to... Bono's out front with a car. He's going to escort back to the city to an area he deems safe enough before returning to me. It's honestly the least I could do, but I can't allocate more resources given the state of the shack.
That's right! Bono comes around the corner. He pushes past
What?
everyone. I'm gonna be your driver!
I thought you were in the car. Where?
Nope! He's like, hey everyone, if you don't know me, I'm Bono, and I'm here to help.
Skin crawler.
I thought your name was Johan.
Well, it is Johan, but that gets confusing, so it's just Bono.
Bono
Okay,
has
good.
2 brain cells.
Alright, so it's time to go?
Yeah.
Right?
Make sure they get somewhere safe.
Right.
I'm gonna just.
Will do, he salutes.
I'm gonna just push up here a little bit.
Oh.
So this is it, huh? This is really it.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but I can't do much for you. You all are a little bit too friendly for me to employ.
You know, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're a bit too ruthless for my tastes either, but you know, for what it's worth, thank you.
What for?
I mean, back there I froze, and if it weren't for you, that encounter could have gone really differently. And if this relationship, whatever this was to continue, I would have asked you to be my insurance policy. That if I was going to falter in my dedication to protect them, you would be there to make sure that I didn't.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But I don't think I'm gonna need that anymore.
Well, it's good to hear that you have the resolve you need. That said, I have to get some explosives set around this building.
Davey, no.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
You too.
Even though you're around the corner, and with that, he heads off. And you step out, leaving the love shack, stepping out into forested woods, leaving through the cabin, the sky covered in a darkness. You all stand.
Did David die?
We'll get to that. Anyways.
Okay. I don't like
you move
that.
outward. Man. You move outwards.
It's gonna be real sad.
The night is all that's really there for you. The survivors stepping out. Your ties with Divino cut. A few more people have died. You could consider it a success to come out from how few casualties you did. Though, to say that you were successful would also be something of a lie. You all begin moving. Bono takes you to the car and begins driving off. A van, everyone crammed in, moving back to J City. And with that, you return back to the hive from which you came. The drive will continue for a while. And moving out, you begin to find yourselves. I'm going to need to kick Kaki out again so I can bring him back. But as you return to the city, meanwhile, in the depths of JamiroCorp city, the HQ, he sits, and he sits. His thoughts empty. His mind blank, his body non-responsive. You've finally almost done it. You feel yourself able to stop thinking. You're gonna reach that point. Finally.
There, isn't it?
Almost there. There's something on your back, Roy. Something on your back. You feel it. It's warm. A touch. Yes, a feeling of a hand. You felt it before. Of course. Hey, darling.
Yes?
Come on. Stand up. You remember, don't you?
I do. But what's the point?
You feel something. The soft hand leaving. And then a solid whack to the back of the skull. You tumble over, falling on the ground. You just snap out of it instantaneously, just shocked. You turn. What's going on? Hey, darling. Don't go getting hopeless on me. Wake up.
I'm up. What do you want? What's going on?
A figure stands over you. Her form simply bright, highlighting from shadows that are also bright. Her entire being angelic as she stands above you. She reaches down, pulling you up onto your knees. What were you just saying? You're saying there was no point?
No, I wasn't saying that.
I think you were saying that.
Yeah, I was.
Did you get lonely again?
Yeah, I get like that. It's been so long.
Come
been so
on.
goddamn long.
It's...
What?
She holds you up, pulls you up to your feet. The field around you blooming with flowers. The fact that
Wow.
you think you're alone is probably the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Darling, you know that I'm right here. And on
Yeah.
top of that, there are other people outside too, and you're really shoving them off by doing this.
Am I?
I think you are. But it's okay.
Alright.
She
I really
wraps
am
her
an
arms
idiot.
around you, and you feel warmth, a hug around your back. You're my idiot.
That I am.
It's in the blood.
It is.
She smiles a bit. You see her let go of you slightly, stepping back. Make a bravery roll for me.
Okay. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
You stand up tall, holding yourself proud. There you go. That's the darling I know. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
She stares at you more. I think it's about time that you get moving again. That girl out there, she's not doing too well.
She's
and I know that... No, she's not.
Shit.
If you want to save her, and if you want to save yourself, you might want to keep moving.
I need to do that. I need to do that for the boy.
Yep, do it for the boy. Keep moving. Run off. Go! She kind of shoos her hand, and you can run upwards if you'd like.
I don't have access to the park.
Oh, I see. Oh my goodness. You turn on your own, moving slightly. As your legs, you stand, and on your own you look around. There's a sky, a vast plain. Yet, it is not something you feel like you can be held back by. You simply step forward. You have your legs now.
Yeah.
And, moving forward, you see a path slowly forming, the flowers falling to the side, a way forward being forged by your pure resolve alone. And, as you keep walking, when you reach the edge of the map at least, a door opens up for you, sprouting from the flowers on the ground. From behind, a voice rings out to you, and she speaks one more time. Hey, Han!
Yeah?
Don't be afraid of bringing the light back, okay?
He won't answer, he'll just turn and give a thumbs up to her.
She gives a thumbs up back. As she does, the flowers seem to simply fly away. And as she fades, you keep moving forward. And you stepped into the final chamber.
Oh, where did that ping? Uh-oh.
Very bottom.
Okay.
There you stand. Around you, black cobblestone so small, walls small. Around you, clovers blooming from the ground. You stare, look around. In front of you, a door. That door, it's... You stop for a moment as you see it. Holding the door, you notice your hand doesn't budge. Sunlight. Beyond this door is sunlight. Beyond this door is death.
I need to keep going. I need to save her. But oh god. This is terrible. How am I supposed to do this? How?
You sit. For a moment, despair starts to set in again. You begin to feel that. Almost a slight hand brushing across yours. The hand of a child. It's there and then it's gone. The hand of a woman. The hand of your wife on your shoulder. And one more hand, drawing you forward. The hand of someone who still yet lives. The sun is your enemy. The light is terror. But you are the night. You are that which is wreathed in the dark. And that way, you stand. This is your mind. This is your place. These are your fears. You realize in this moment that Flowers of Evil, what she used on you, this ability is simply manifesting your fears. Regardless, you hesitate. But hesitation is no longer for you. Hesitation is Roy Wildstar. Hesitation is the stage performer, the nervous man, the killer, the one who walked about with no memory. You are not that man any longer.
No.
Your memory is back. You remember all those years. And you wreathe yourself. And move through the door. And instantly light blares against you, blasting against and combating against your initial darkness at the moment. Around you, you see shadows blaring from the pillars, fleeing away from you, yet they cannot rob from you the shadows that arm your very own soul. You take steps forward, however you must stop in a moment. Roll me a bravery roll. As you stand, putting your hand on a pillar, the light bears down on you. Fucking Christ! But you push back it. You lift that pillar and move it to the side, taking steps forward. You continue moving. The light around you is no longer one that controls you, no longer one that scares you. Light is your enemy. Light will kill you, but death is not a concern for you. If you die, so be it. If you die, you will die doing what you care to do, doing what you love, doing what you need to do. You step forward, and there it is. That itself, the sun before you. Rattling tendrils, light pouring out from every orifice of its body, half metal, half pure energy, a pillar stretching into the sky at least 50 feet. Inside of its very core, magma is wreathing it, spikes emerging around. The head of the sun points outwards. It glazes at you. You are held back momentarily. However, you stand. And as you stand, around you, you feel the shadow on your body simply forming chains. Chains of what would be Maiden. And with that, the chains are about you. What do you do?
I attack it.
All right.
Absolutely. I will attack it. I will start tearing down each of these tendrils of heat.
Understood. Your spectral tendrils move forward, wrapping and engaging against those. Hundreds and hundreds of tentacles reaching against each other, foe and friend. All of them grabbing against each other, tearing each other apart. As the shadow falls a prod away from you, linked from its source, it trembles and dies. But the sun is also swallowed up by a darkness unmeasurable. As you continue pushing forward, the tendrils wrap around, moving forward as you slowly make a progress. You find yourself at the base of the tower, your tendrils holding off. What next?
He will lean back and headbutt the pillar.
All right. Make me a vampire bronze roll.
Okay. Oh, God. I didn't put it on my bars. Oh, no.
Well, you can roll it.
Alright, there you go.
Whew.
14.
Okay. You slam your head into it. You feel your skull impacting. For a moment, it becomes visible, and then the shadow pours across. The magma seems to quelch itself. The coolness of the shadow, the strangeness of your body, an anathema to this thing. As simply the tower begins to crumble where you touch it. You reach your hand into it, and then drag your body up, climbing. The entire tower wreathing into darkness as you simply pull yourself along. You stand at the top, tendrils failing. In front of you, the sign of the sun. Above it, what do you do now?
He will begin to yell slowly. Ora! 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 And
You
start
begin
attacking.
releasing this stand cry. A stand cry you've heard before. You punch downwards, punching into the sun, breaking into it. Punching through it, the face begins to crumble. Inside, you see magma. If you continued punching, you would fall inside. However, this is no concern to you. You simply let it happen. Even if you were to fall into this pit of magnet, even if you were to die, that is not a concern. For in the end, you will still defeat your enemy. You will defeat your fear. You will destroy the sun. In that way, the tendrils destroyed, the tower crumbling, the sun being defeated, you simply fall into the pure magma itself. You feel your body incinerated, yet still living. You are the god of this place. Nothing here can kill you. You are simply a skeleton, melting bones. When the flesh around you restores, the muscle reforming and melting at rapid speeds, a constant conflict between magma and yourself. You swim down, deeper into the heat, deeper into the magma, down the base of the tower, finding your way lower, and your eyes glowing a red deeper than even the deepest flames of the sun itself, deeper than the supernova at the center of the universe. You hold your hand down and pull on a door. You hear a voice in your head. See, darling, I knew you could do it. Congratulations. You must be tired. How about...
I can sleep when I'm dead.
Don't say that. How about you let me take care of things from now on? Just a little bit. Give you 10 minutes? Put you on snooze?
Sure. Go.
Sounds good. As you casually respond, your body simply resting there. The soul bandages, slacks, all you have on. You simply lose consciousness. And emerging outwards, suddenly, you find yourself returning to the real world. Ruth, her eyes barely open, exhaustion on her face. They open slightly as she sees the figure standing, a dark presence. He simply reaches forward, and it pulls. It grabs on the vines that are on its face, ripping them off. It stands there. Ruth sees death in those eyes, a menace, a villain. Something that tears away the roots, tearing away the seeds out from its body. The flowers wither and die at its touch. It moves forward, grabbing at the bars in front of it. It squeezes downwards, cracking them. They simply fall apart in front of it as it steps forward, moving outwards. And then, bursting around... What? Chains emerge, flying around and clashing against vines that came to restrain it again, and also clashing against cameras. Everything in the room itself. Chains, but that shouldn't be possible, though. For Roy doesn't have his stand. But that's simply a lie. For a stand can never be held against its stand user. There is no such thing as a stand like that. A stand user always has the ability to resummon their stand. Yet, if Roy isn't the stand user, then a voice speaks up, engaging Ruth directly. Enchanté, Ruth! She gets a good look at the figure emerging from the other side. A pleasure to meet you at last! The chains spark around her, flying outward and crashing against the cameras, pulling them apart. Vines are torn down, the room itself is torn. The bars in front of her are simply stripped away. They seem to decay outwards, her flesh shifting, turning. The body is completely reformed. She moves forward slowly, the chains around her. She falls over. Not used to this body yet. She reaches forward, her chains dragging her forward and lifting her off the ground. She moves, unsteady. Ruth stumbles back, falling on the ground, seeing her approach. She simply moves forward once more, pushing her way past the bars, entering beyond that point, a smile on her face, determination in her eyes. She looks down. Really, though, it's a pleasure. Her stand seems to falter for a second as she falls down to the side. Oh shit. Mad. She simply collapses down, falling down next to Ruth and sitting there. What's going on? What? She looks, turning her head slightly. Oh, you poor thing. We're so out of the loop. She turns. What A pleasure to meet you. She reaches her hand over, kind of falling on her face and then lifting it up still. Isabella Polnareff, the second denizen of this body. Ruth stares at the hand. Come on, shake the hand. The chain moves forward and grabs at her hand and pulls it into a grasp. And then she shakes. And with that, Isabella simply seems to stop, sit up against the wall. Did you see the stuff going on inside? Ruth looks down, her eyes cast against the wall. She stares. I felt... You felt it then? Yeah. Then... Oh. I was going to scream at you a bunch and maybe slap you around a bit, as we do for stand fights. At least we did back in the day, back in the 2000s. That was a good year. She pulls herself closer, though, slightly, struggling to move her body. This is... She just kind of puts her hand on your shoulder. I apologize for all of the circumstances in your life. She kind of just peels away a bit, her mind focused outward. You probably don't want to hear this from me, but I'm telling you, absolutely, Roy, that's what he goes by, right? I didn't want to... Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad he still does that. Privacy is such a horrible thing. Anyways, she speaks again. You could feel it then. He was innocent of those things. Ruth speaks up. Yeah. Excellent. I think things are sorted. Okay. She tries to sit up a bit. In her right hand, she only has one chain left. I'm afraid this will have to do. What? What do you mean? This chain will have to do for leaving this building. You mean... Yes, I'm certain that my darling will be able to escape with one chain. Goodness, he's so brave. So strong. Anyways, she rubs her face a bit and then slaps her cheek. And then... Be careful, don't freak out. She leans backwards, and then... It's been a while since he walked around, but he's had more experience with it. What's going on? Before you leave, please just... She looks. You notice her body starting to change, her face morphing slightly, her neck changing, her body shifting, her hair changing. She speaks, though, as she changes. The meddling of corporations, even in the past, super soldier projects, etc. I'm afraid the ability to combine two beings into one. It was a cruel process. I was the one with the stand, and he was the one with... Well, he was the one they could control. And the voice switches a bit, switches to a manlier voice. And I feel terrible about it. And as that happens, Roy finally returns to the form he knew. Not the combination of Isabella and his form, the combination of their genes, their forms, but a true form, the form of a man. Form of a man born in 2000.
God,
He looks
it's been so
around
long.
slightly. He looks... Roy?
Yeah?
Are you...
How are you
She
feeling?
leans back. God...
You alright?
No.
What's up?
She just kind of looks at you. The things you said. They're...
Yeah. Mary's a bitch.
What do you mean by that?
A very long time ago, I got in over my head and got my brain fucked around with a bit. Bit of mind control. There were a few others that had to go through, but it turns out that Mary traded part of Izzy's stand for one of the codes. But only one.
Codes?
Yeah. If you
What?
say certain things and invoke certain emotions, you can make somebody do whatever the hell you want. Say whatever you want.
And you're telling me that under that you...
Yeah. I tried to leave a hint, and I don't know if you caught on.
By
I
saying
focused-
that, you see her face just slip into despair.
I'm sorry.
She simply stares forward at the ground as you stand next to her.
Listen, this is gonna take a bit to process, but are you going to be okay?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
You see that she seems a little now malnourished, but I'll be fine.
Okay.
She,
By the way,
Mm,
a lot of the stuff that I was saying is actually the opposite. Johan has been really, really missing you.
she just kind of looks at him a bit, staring forward. Then why didn't anyone tell me?
I don't know, but he has sent text message after text message.
Before that, I saw the images. You're all
What images?
working with Deviano.
Yeah, that's why Mary had me say that about Divino. He reminds me a lot of his great grandfather. He was a good friend of mine. Divino is a good man.
She stares forward. You're telling me that... She stands there for a moment, beginning to sit up against the wall. You see her contemplating things. She just sits like that, silent, staring forward.
Take all the time you need, but we should probably find something for you to eat if you're gonna come with me. Or are you staying?
She considers for a moment. Before even answering the question, she informs you of something. Outside that door right now, there are about 30 or so armed guards, and a stand user, a friend of mine by the name of Peter.
30's not bad. When I was captured, I was facing about 380.
Ruth looks down at her hand, at his hand. She notices that Roy's right arm, the one that holds the chain, is still slightly feminine. She gave you her arm then. You think you can get past him with one chain then, right?
No problem.
She stands there a bit longer. The vines of her stand, still seeming to block the door and the walls, blocking at everything. With the cameras destroyed by Izzy, everything is just kind of silent in here for a bit. She stares forward, one more time, contemplating things. And then she just kind of stands up on her feet again. I can't leave. Betty is still here, and if I left, she'd be in danger, and...
Oh.
No.
What's her full name?
Betty White. And... No. She stops a bit. That wasn't what I wanted to say. You see Ruth begin to stand up tall. She holds herself against the wall, and then stands up on her own feet and moves slightly towards you in a direction. She is now occupying the space right in front of you. In her eyes, you see something has changed. Something is there. I let all of this happen to me.
Did you?
She sits for a second. No and yes. No, this isn't my fault. But I was being dumb. She stands and points at you a bit. Roy?
Yeah?
You all are. You told me the truth just now. You told me, and I can see it in your heart from the stand I saw. I noticed that of anyone you are pure, and you are someone who can go through that door right now and get out of this. Yet, I was not a part of you and your team. In the past, I just trusted you. I trusted Mary. And in the end, you all were working for DVNO and never told me, and Mary was doing things I didn't even know and didn't tell me either. I can in good conscience leave with you right now. If I were to walk out that door and follow behind you, I would just be following in someone else's footsteps again. And I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that again. Betty needs my help. And there's things I can find here. All I have right now is your words versus Mary's. But Roy, right now, of everyone in the world, the only person I can trust is you. You've made it out. You got out of Flowers of Evil. So, she grabs your hand, pulling on it, your left hand, and grabs it with hers. I'm going to trust you, Roy. Please don't make me regret it. Go out there and please don't hurt any more of my friends.
I'll do my best.
Good.
By the
Then,
way,
she stops you. The moment you're about to speak, you feel something. Your hand moves forward, dragged by vines. It is dragged in through her chest, impaling her lung right through. Coming out the other side as blood spills outwards. The blood soaks into your arm, falling inside. You feel the scars on your body, everything starting to heal slightly as it automatically begins to sanguinate on her blood. She falls back. This... a mortal wound? But... She, no one will question this one. Don't worry about me. Even something like this can be fixed in a place like this. And no one will doubt that you just tried to kill me. But please hurry. I might die in an hour if you don't get out of here now. So, just go. Please. The
Let me
vines
say
on the
two
door seem to
things.
fade. Yeah?
I'm proud of you. And I expect you to be alive.
She smiles at you, a little bit of blood coming out of her mouth. Yeah. I'm not gonna die that easy. And you?
Good.
You don't die either. Bring some light to the city, Roy. Get on going.
I will.
Good luck. She collapses against the wall. The exhaustion on her face, the blood pouring out. She goes unconscious. But she kind of blinks back for a moment, pulling herself around, and stares at you as you start to walk out. You can move now.
Good kid. I approve.
Very good, kid, in your voice. You open up the door, and as it creaks open, light spilling in, suddenly, in that moment, gunfire pours through. Everyone waiting for this moment as the vines disappear. You feel bullets piercing as everyone empties their rounds all at once into you. And, well, you want to take a critical injury?
I think I would like to take a critical injury, but the thing is, I just ate, and I would like to use the vampire ability to just ignore critical injury once per session.
Well, that's fair. That's in the rules, so I guess I can't argue with it. In that case,
All right.
well, you step out. All of the soldiers flinching a bit. They look at you, staring as you begin to step out, moving around, letting the light of the room sort of form around you. You didn't even consider it because you had no fear of it. It is midnight at this point. How convenient. You step out into the hallway, moving through, causing soldiers to back up and point guns at you as you start moving outwards. And taking your steps into the hall, you gaze at those around you. They all stop. Some of them start to reload. The man with the machine gun begins to reload his machine gun.
Don't you see? Don't you see? You can take my things. You can shoot me as much as you like. But my descendant is out there. And he thinks he is alone in this world. He'll raise his hand and point at the guards. You will not stop me from seeing him again. As these words ring out, the last of Roy's scars heal, revealing his birthmark, a bright star shining in the dark.
As he stands, he raises his chain. And then, from that moment, gunfire sounds off again. But Roy, you move like a bullet, darting forward. What do?
He's going to grab the machine gun and start ripping into these guys.
You grab the machine gun with your chain, pulling it off. And with one arm, you aim that machine gun forward. With one hand, firing the mechanism and shooting at the guards to your right. The chain pulls on the guard next to you and pulls him in front of you as a shield. A shield and gun, you start mowing down guards one at a time, piercing through them bit by bit. The rest of the guards try to dodge back, falling behind sandbags, moving to the side. Pulling out their weaponry, they aim. They try to fire. The bullets simply ricochet and fire off the armor, sinking into his body. You aim the machine gun, firing forward as it clicks, running out of ammunition, and you toss the body aside. Boss! Peter! Around the corner, someone emerges. What's going... He sees. Roy's emerged. Shoot. Shoot now. They all aim. They attempt to fire at you. And what'll you do?
Oh, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Maiden's Chain, which they cannot see except for this guy. Reach out, pull all the pins on this guy's grenade belt, and see what happens.
Peter sees this coming and ducks behind the corner as suddenly the grenades blow up, all of them interacting. I'm gonna roll for that real quick. The guy there is just dead, but we'll see what this does to everyone else. Okay, yeah. The two around him immediately die, the rest dodge backwards. The people behind the sandbags just bolt offwards, running off in the other direction, trying to flee as quick as they can. The three in front raise their guns up.
He is going to start running forward. Leaps off this wall, spins in midair, and lands behind this guard. Bringing his knee down into his head. Sorry. Severing his... cracking his skull, killing him instantly. He is going to reach out, pierce his hand through this guard's chest, and exsanguinate him.
You suck the blood, it absorbing into your body, your wounds healing even more. The guard behind raises his gun up and fires at you.
Go for it.
He does, 5.
Okay, 10 damage. Whoop-de-doo. I'll take the damage.
But those were all hits! In your heart! You should be dead! He steps back a bit.
As he's running, he will feel something grab his leg and start pulling him back.
He gets pulled back, dragged into you. Do you insanguinate him too?
Yes. And pull off his helmet.
Alright, you do so.
Alright. Or he's just gonna casually carry this helmet over
Stop.
to this guy.
Suddenly, something punches you, you get knocked back. You didn't see it. What was... Did he summon a stand? Yes, it was. You stand up again, and you see it start to cut... You cannot see it. It's not your stand. It's something... Dodge left, a voice in your head. You weave, moving downwards, and... Suddenly, you feel a fist going right past. Dodge up. You move again, as you begin to feel a form. Not actually a stand you can see, but something is there. And with the guidance of Izzy, you manage to dodge around, dancing with this thing and pushing backwards. Eventually, pushing back to the point where Peter is forced to retreat a bit. This is ridiculous.
He's going to make a show of it.
further.
Making a show of it, actually trying to dance with this thing.
You see a vein form on this man's head. You bastard! Taking me easy! Taking it easy on me! You find yourself next to the window, though, as he says this. And, looking out of it, you've kind of give him a little salute. as he stares at you.
Roy's going to
As-
put on the helmet and say, Mary, I know you're listening, but I have to go. Ruth is badly injured. You might want to get some help.
You see a response. What?
He's not going to listen any further and break the helmet.
You
He's gonna
jump. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! What do you do?
I was gonna run back a bit and start to get a running jump, and he's gonna jump off of the 50th floor?
Yeah, you leap outwards. A stand punch passing you by as you fly out of the window, and swinging your chain, you interact it alongside the building and begin swinging away off of buildings as you fly off into the night.
Mm-hmm.
Peter looks. Shit. He runs off to go see Ruth's status. With that, Roy escapes in the night as Hope manages to flee into the city. As he runs, the individual he called makes her own call. Makes a call to someone important. All right. Let me just invite someone back in here real quick. I need to kick someone now. So, okay, let's see. I'm gonna see ya, Jacob. And now, a phone rings off in a dark room as Mary begins to call someone familiar to her. Hey,
Hey.
are you there? Archive?
Yeah.
A figure in the room, quiet, shadowy, lights reflecting off their skin. They sit there rather tired, staring up, monitoring statuses.
I'm getting blips all over. What's going on?
The captives escaped. He broke out. Somehow. And he seems to be going somewhere. Oh well. Archive. I would like you to go nuclear for us. Pull out all the stops. Please.
You understand what this would do.
I do. I don't care. They've gone too personal this time.
I see. Well, if it can't be helped, I'll do what you ask.
As you say that, your hands stretch forward, clicking against the console in front of you.
It's time.
Mary hangs up the phone, and Archive begins tapping at the keyboard. An array of different options appear, the screen flashing. Cards and information, what should have been scrubbed, but in his control. All of the information in J City. All of the information beyond J City. The world. Everything at his fingertips. Updated archives dating back decades, centuries. He simply types away. Finds the files for all those he knows in that area, in that group. All of the terrorists. And then, his stand ability activates, flying out from him and going into the sky. From that point, things begin to change around J-City, around the world. Trends. Things are shifting a bit. He begins sending files to specific places. News sites, reporters, all around. He begins dumping things. The living. Android terrorists. Terrorists in cahoots with megacorps. Even terrorists from other dimensions, as strange as it sounds. All sorts of terrorists to rat about, to type about. This was already the case, however, it's bringing it up to a new degree. They are not simply going for a wanted list. They're aiming for the top now. Archive begins tapping away. News anchors begin reporting, TVs going off, things blaring. People start talking. Trends? What's going on? Terrorists in J-City? They kill the CEO. They're responsible? What's going on? Everyone begins talking at once. The world's shifting. Very important people in very important places begin talking about just the right things. Shifting, moving, information begins to spread. He begins typing about. Aided by touch, this individual types away, and their stand ability begins to enter its second phase. There are multiple phases of the ability, activating as the city shifts, like coming alive, changing its perspective. This is what Mary would have wanted. This was the just thing, he was sure. These terrorists were running amok. They were disrupting the power order too quickly, too rapidly. Things would begin to fall apart. Though if he did it the best, they could at least get it in their favor. Archive continued typing, moving forward. He puts something to the side, something that registers in his brain. That thing. That person.
That name. Didn't they work for the company? Yang?
You look at it. Yes. That one was familiar. You'd thought that the others looked familiar too, but in your daze you simply looked past. But no, you remember. Yang. He worked for the company, but that wasn't how you remembered him. The corpse they brought in. That was Yang's. Then, wait. You rub your head a bit. That doesn't make sense. You pull up all the files you have on Yang. They spread across the screen, blocking everything out. Your stand is already doing what must be done. Things are falling out of control. Things are moving. You stare forward. You look at the screen. This is... Yes. This is Yang's son, Yu. This was a corporate worker. Transfer over from X-Japan. Transfer over to JamiroCorp. You look into his file. Family. Yes. Yang.
That's interesting. He had a sister.
You look more into this. Finding the elements, tracing path, and you begin to deduce what's going on yourself. Yang... He was a hitman. A ruthless murderer. Yet there was only one thing that seemed to. A case practically a year ago now. More, maybe. Yes. Ex-Japan. A bunch of mafiosos and Yakuza were killed. A merging deal between a Chinese and Yakuza faction was completely cut down. That was Yang. The only reason he did this, though. It's Yen. This sister of his. He would move mountains for her. He would... What did Mary do? You click again, moving forward, and you piece together. Yes, you have come to the conclusion.
I see. Yang... He was a good person. Even more strange. I don't think he would actually murder a CEO in cold blood. Not even Mary.
You look again. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't do something so dangerous for Yen unless he had a very good reason. This is all stuff you piece together. You never met the man, but you know him. You can piece together that something is wrong. But Mary, she's been with you for a long time. Would she really? You would like to accept her. You would like to accept this friend of yours, a friend you've known for years. Someone you decided that you would tear down this society together. You would reform it, make it whole, make it pure. The progress you've made so far, it's proof. You must have, but no. You can't be that foolish. That's simply against your nature. You click, and you pull up a phone. You call a number, a familiar number to you. And very quickly it answers. Hello? Who's this?
Fieldy.
Holy shit. The man is almost dumbfounded for a second as he simply waits there for a moment and just kind of... You can almost feel him blinking in astonishment as he just kind of speaks up one more time. You come back from the dead, then? Archie calling from the afterlife.
Yeah. This isn't a social call, however.
What do you need, boss?
That's what I like to hear. There's something I'd like you to look into. Put the word out. We need a detective on the job.
A detective, you say? Well, we can get a detective, that's easy enough. I bet you want the best, though, won't you?
Absolutely. And make sure he doesn't squeal.
Absolutely. Never thought I'd hear that. He hangs up the phone, and he makes a call of his own. Fieldy calls another agent. Hey, got a call from Archie. Yep, we need a detective. A detective, you say? I know a few, sure. I'll take care of this for you, Fieldy. The man hangs up. He calls a two, another man. Yes, hello, Constable. I would like you to find me a list of your highest detectives. I do not care if they work for the government, and I do not care about personal preference. If you disappoint me, your job is gone. The constable hears this, shakes a bit, and then hangs up, calls up, I want you to find the best detective you possibly can. If you do not, your ass is on the line. The call ends up, and in the office of the police station, a man stands up. I know someone. Yeah, let me call him. The phone rings. And, on the other end, a figure picks up the phone in his crappy little detective apartment. Hey, you bastard. It's me.
Oh,
Remember?
Stewart's Detective Agency.
Shut up, Al, it's me.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you too, man, but
What
look,
do you need?
got a job for you.
How much is paying?
He, kind of just stops for a moment. $1 billion US up front, $3 billion for completing the job.
You hear glass breaking on the other side of the line. I'm in.
Very well. Got two objectives. One, you're investigating those terrorists that are on the news everywhere.
Oh, those guys, huh? Okay.
And two,
And?
well, apparently someone said you should check underneath your desk.
Okay. All slowly lowers himself, gets down from his chair and just kneels over and looks under his desk.
You do that. There's a piece of paper sitting there.
Jesus Christ, people are fucking creepy.
You reach down and pull it up. There are only two things written there. One. Well, actually, there are three. Yeah, no, there are two things. One, your objective is to discover the intention of these terrorists. Discover if they are good or if they are truly evil, as the news says. Use your own judgment. I believe in you. Two, find me. Quote, archive. Flip side, burn this.
He takes a lighter out of his pocket, starts burning it, and puts it on the ashtray.
The light flickers as the phone drops off. And you begin... Oh, hang on, let me drop your pog. I can't believe I fucked that one up. Wow. You,
Amazing.
kind of, underneath your desk, you kind of sit there for a moment. Oh, fucking, gotta get it out of me. Shit.
Well, it's been at least 4 weeks since I had a job, and now this shit comes knocking on my door. Stuart, where are you? We're going
You
out.
look from under your desk, looking around. You see Stuart underneath the couch, basically mimicking exactly how you are right now.
Ain't you a cheeky fuck? Okay, let's get going.
Stuart jumps across, running across the floor, and hops onto your shoulder. He simply sits there, comfortably on your shoulder, his broken eye mimicking yours. And you slowly, but surely, you take your time with this after all. You're in no real rush. And you crawl out of your desk. And, putting your hat back on, you emerge. And... bam!
That's a big ass pog.
There you go. You move past your chair. You stretch your legs a bit, hold your back, a bustle of some kind.
Oh, that's hurt. Fuck. Old age is catching up to me, I suppose.
You turn. You have your legs now.
Okay. Okay. So, let's check out these terrorists.
Cat Stewart
He
releases
stopped.
a hideous mowl.
Oh, of course, sir. He walks back, he opens a drawer from his cabinet, picks up one of like 43 phones, puts a chip on it, and just Googles how to track down a phone.
As you
Okay.
look back, you step out.
Now we can move. Let's go.
You take those steps out into the night, and you begin moving. The night is young, and you got plenty of people to find. You finish your search, put away your phone, and you drag your hand along the walls of the building that you've stayed in for many years now.
So fucking good. Holy shit.
That's game, everyone.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Thank you, Mask, for the wonderful
Holy
school
fuck, that.
art.
Oh my god, that ending screen's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you put it back to color, please?
Yeah, sure thing.
By the way,
Look
Christian,
at that.
subtle shout out to that thing when Joachim was fucking. Joachim, okay. When Joachim was fucking going ballistic on all those guards, I appreciated that little effect you had on the screen of the fucking movie camera thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No problem.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bearsy, again for the other 10,000 cheer again.
Holy fuck.
I think we've broken our record for longest streams.
Yeah.
That was 6.5.
Okay, everyone. I want theories on what Olsten does. Now, I need it on my dex by 5. Okay, thank you very much.
It allows him to smoke without getting lung cancer.
Oh, that's another stand I designed, and you know it.
Yeah. Oh, we got a lot out of this.
Man, we never learned about David.
Yeah! No, we didn't.
He's
And
dead.
more importantly, we never learned about Clarence.
Who? No.
I'm just gonna say it right now, and I'm not going to explain it why. You motherfuckers are fucking lucky. Hound Dog just went with Presley's mom. I'm just saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll bet. Oh God, I have been waiting to do that review for so fucking long.
That was fucking cool as shit. Oh my god.
That was the coolest fucking shit.
Yeah, my detective uses Google. You have any problem with that?
Why don't you use the superior service Bing?
Why don't you use the superior service? Ask G!
Holy shit, long episode. Christian, do you have any announcements?
I'm going on break.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
we're
no,
gonna go-
I think we've all learned a little bit reprieve.
I'm going to be going on break for about 2 months.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. That's good.
I might get off a little earlier, but I'm just doing that. One, because I need a break, but also because I have a lot of prep work for next season, because it'll be kind of different. I'm trying to think if I have any other announcements right now.
That's the big one.
Tell
That
them
is
about your
the-
Kofi again.
Oh yeah, Son Jable wants you to donate to my Ko-Fi.
Kofi.
Kofi. I could post that real quick, but yeah.
Sock puppet of Sun Jewel on Ocean Man's name.
Donate to his
By the way, I just want to shout out Civ for being the fucking best. And like midway through the stream, I messaged her. Midway through the stream, I was messaging her saying, "Hey, can I commission you for an alt chuckle pug with superhero scarf?" And she was like, "Man, I'm already on it." And I was like,
Oh.
Civ is the best.
Hey, I forgot your name. Shit. Hey, James! Yeah,
I'm gonna post my thing in the show pit.
How you doing, buddy?
I had Yojo in my head, and I was like, no, his name is not Yojo.
Say my patch?
Two Yojos now.
Say my patch?
Say my patch.
Say my patch. Say my patch.
So, do you finally understand now why I asked that one day if anyone was carrying a phone? You guys are bad terrorists, you know that.
That's for the betterment of us all, though.
should
That's
we
why
go over fan art?
DVNO fired them.
Wow.
That was great.
Hopefully, bad terrorism will move the plot.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
also,
I'm gonna go ahead and drop the art Mask did in the chat real quick. I cannot drop his stand just yet, so
Yeah,
have
you can
to-
post BB Civ.
Yeah.
I realized the limitation of calls is you can only have 10 members, which
Yeah.
I had like, yeah.
That added a little bit to it, I think. Actually,
Mhm.
where you're like, let me get rid of this person. It's like, ooh, who's he getting rid of? Why?
yeah, when he said he was banishing the one known as Jacob, I was like, I see, it's finally time. I knew this day would
It is
come.
time. It is time for me to move my head.
Close your eyes and accept it.
Yeah, but no, it was the other guy. The true J-Man still lives. Huzzah!
You know, I normally never do this. If you guys are going through fan art, I'm gonna go. I streamed for 9 hours yesterday. I streamed for 7 hours today.
Yeah,
I am literally shivering.
Yeah,
I feel awful. I need to go.
Yeah.
I need to go to bed because it's
It sure is almost 2 a.m.
Who's sticking
Yeah, I
around
think
for
fan art-
the fan art? Me. I'll stick around for fan art, I don't mind.
That
Okay.
means I have to. Okay, bye.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, stream. See you in 2 months.
Is it 2 months?
Probably. Oh, it's up to him.
Alright, so display.
I guess.
So Sleepy Moth did meme edit. Wow, my brain is really fucked up. Is this a real gun? That's BB. Johnny Dragon did this for Choco, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Thank you very much,
It's pretty
John.
good.
It's lovely.
Yeah. Lapsus needs the artisan role. There you go. I shall also give that to Sleepy Moth.
Shit.
Lo the setting sun, a respite from summer heat, a warrior's death. Tribute to
Nice.
Sun Yedon. Pretty great.
I am.
Hmm?
I might actually have to go to bed. I have a headache. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
sure.
Fuck, it's Mild High Club. I'm gonna fucking die. Oh,
I
no.
mean, Ozone, baby? 'Cause it's the
No.
same stand?
None of us have watched that far in, and it is slightly different, actually. I looked it up.
Do we want to do fan art another day? 'Cause
Yeah,
I-
no,
come
keep
back.
going, keep it going.
Of course, the Rocky does that thing where he steals from me in the future.
Yeah.
Past.
He just erased time.
No, it's his stand roundabout. Obviously, you gotta get
Max
that.
actually
that's a
gets
good one.
ideas stolen from her a lot by fucking Iraqi.
No, I
Well,
think
when-
I think we're gonna do fan art another time.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
It's fine. We can dedicate a stream to it, or I can dedicate
Yeah.
the stream to it.
Yeah, we
later.
can do it.
Like tomorrow
We'll do
or
a
something.
team totally good guys, except that it's only one good guy now.
It's just DVNO chilling out in a destroyed love shack with a Yang ghost.
With a building still on fire, just
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be great.
Yang Ghost is
Alright,
the best
well-
thing that has happened to me all year.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna stop recording here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching.